Okay. Whenever you guys are ready, let's have him do the recap, and in the meantime, I'm changing you guys' HP to max each level.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's a lot of health.
Yeah.
Uh, I can
Something's gonna
guarantee you're
come
probably
wreck our
gonna need
asses
it.
here this session, I can tell. Here comes a solo Etten fight. Alright. So, last time we played was session 8. We had just gotten a mission from Durna Fuldark in the Dwergar city. We basically offered our help against the drow, and she told us that in order to do any work for her, we would have to go speak to someone at this tavern. And so we crossed that end of the city to the tavern. When we went inside, there was a rousing Dwergar drinking song that we were able to participate in. And after the song was over, we met Alaric Shadowbane, our former employer, along with 3 of our former companions, Bunzo, Meni, and Urdag. They were all there. So there was a lot of glad-handing, trading of drinks. And we recounted our escape to Alaric. Alaric recounted their adventures, basically in brief form, to us since the last time we had seen each other. And we asked Alaric what we could do, what tasks she knew of that we could do. She recommended 2 things. One, there's a group of rogue undead in the northern tunnels north of the city. And the other was seek out Grim Herald, who's a high priest, Grim Herald Gloomstorm, high priest of the Dwergar, and he would task us with something to do. She gave us, I think, a token because we weren't allowed into the part of the city where the high priest was located. Temple district? I can't remember exactly, but anyway, we took our leave from Alaric, marched to the bridge, gave one of the guards there the token. They took us through the southern area of Gracklestug, and we ended up meeting the Grim Herald. He informed us that, I think it was a he, he told us what the Dwergar knew of the undead up north, and also mentioned that there's a source of demons to the southeast, and they've sent a few scouting parties, but none have returned yet. So he allowed us to investigate that. Allowed us, I guess. He basically decided we were an expendable party and threw us at it. So after some debate in the group about which way we wanted to try to go first, undead to the north or demons to the southeast, we ended up going southeast. Spent a lot of time traveling through tunnels and caverns. When we finally found and entered an area where we knew that we were being affected by something called phase rest, which is an anomaly in the Underdark where old magic makes magic casting, I think, unreliable for reasons that we don't really understand.
You were told that mainly divination and some teleportation is affected and be corrupted by the effects of the environment.
Okay.
Affected by Feyre.
Yes, thank you. So let's see, we took a rest in a cavern, but Futon's rat that keeps watch while we're resting alerted us that some creatures had arrived. When we first woke up from our rest, we weren't able to see them, but Vrisdan was able to cast magic lights, and we were able to detect this group of Vargwheels, these flying head monsters. And as we fought them in combat, they would release this shrill cry, which had the tendency to frighten us. Oh, Fantasy Grounds just booted me out.
Okay, it wasn't just me.
Yeah. Try to join again. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, yeah, they would, some of their cries would sometimes frighten us, but then in addition to that, we could hear other cries from further down the tunnels nearby, indicating that there were other Vargwheels close by. So we beat this first batch, dispatched them pretty handily, and then started to go down the tunnel in the direction that we'd heard the sounds during previous combat, and encountered not just more Vargwheels, but also Mains and a drow, female drow scout that seemed to be in charge of them. So we didn't really hesitate. We just marched right in and started attacking. And combat ended up getting more hairy than we were expecting. Namely, Goji had a rough time of it. Not only did she get frightened a couple different times and knocked prone, but she also was knocked unconscious. And it was only through the heroics of Vrisdan and Futon that we were able to take out the last of the enemies. The drow we were able to capture, and we decided after Goji was able to recover from her knockdown, we decided that we were going to try to interrogate her, and in order to get some questions right away, Vrisdan decided to take off a finger. Not one of his own, one of the scouts. And the
Trust
scout...
me, guys, this will really gross her out. If I cut off my own hand, she'll squeal.
Oh yeah, that's what you did wrong last time.
She told us that she's a guard of a perimeter of a raiding camp nearby. And the demon source previously was coming from there, but she gave us hints that indicated that the source of the demons may not be stationary, so it may be at the camp that she mentioned, or it may have moved on to somewhere else in the meantime. We weren't able to get any other information from her in that interrogation, so we decided to rest and recover from this ass-kicking we had just absorbed. And then when we would wake, we would decide what we wanted to do with the drow scout and where we would venture next. And that's my memory of what we had happen last time.
That's all correct to me.
Accurate?
Thank you. Accurate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Okay, before we actually start, there is a couple things. I have updated you guys' HP. Both Goji and Futon have 30 now, and Vrisdan has 27.
Okie doke.
The other thing is, now that we're past the point where I was talking in Discord with Axel about the fact that the reason that we're doing XP and I started you guys at 1 was so that both your characters and you could feel how dangerous the Underdark is. We're kind of past that point. Just experience the battle where you're actually in danger, but you're still powerful.
Yeah.
So my thinking is that we have 2 options right now. The first option is we do things like normal and let the dice rolls aside and do normal combat for everything. That includes, like, let's say that there is a goblin in a passage and you can't get past it to where you want to go. You're gonna have to fight it. The other option would be more of a free form theater of mind kind of role play, where we just go through it. You guys do like a brief act out of how the fight would go, and I would give you guys XP for that, or how many HP points you guys lost and all that stuff. Or you could, like I said before, avoid the combat entirely, get half the XP. So one way will be naturally longer and dependent on dice. The other way, we let you guys do more role playing and have a quicker encounter and move on to other stuff where it's actually more of a challenge.
I understand the purpose of either way, and I'm fine with if anybody in the group has a strong preference, I'm fine with going with what they want.
I'm also fine with whatever.
I guess I'll say
Okay.
I think I would have more. I don't know. I think part of the fun of the game for me is the mechanics of it. As much fun as role playing is, I guess. I mean, if it was something like a simple goblin where it's like the 3 of us are clearly just going to crush it on the head, then yeah, I don't necessarily think we need to.
That's
do
essentially
that.
what I mean.
But if it
Like-
was a fight like maybe the first Vargwheel fight, where it's like, yeah, we're probably going to handle this pretty easily, but it's not just a slaughter fest. I'd still like to, I think, act that one out, work that one out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, not like encounters. Like, let's say you're going into some goblin infestation camp. You know, like there's a main encounter down the way, or there's like 3 different places where they would be more concentrated. Then yeah, I would make you guys do the actual combat.
For sure.
But along the way, like you're doing like stealth kills, or you're
Yeah.
just taking care of a couple goblins down a certain little like stretch that won't be encountering more than that.
Yeah.
Then we can do role play. You get XP for that. You possibly use some spells, lose some HP, and we wouldn't be sitting there for like 30 minutes just you guys killing 2 goblins.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I understand.
But I'm fine either way. I just figured I'd give you guys the option whether or not you want to just stick to the normal luck based.
What if we made it like a combat by combat call?
Yeah. And I will have the right to say that certain ones you can't do that.
Can't. So when we have to fight the ancient red dragon, we can't be like, I'm pretty sure we could take this guy.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Sounds fine.
It looks like everybody's back in. Cool. I just shared the map, and we will go with this is the location you guys were previously in with your captive, and we can decide on what you guys do.
Okay. Just to be clear, I can see our tokens, but I don't see a map. It's just a black background.
I believe you.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Now it's there.
Okay.
It just took a little while to load, I guess.
I will say that this map is a little big, and I might have overdone it a little bit with the lighting, so it's gonna cause you guys to have a little lag when you're moving.
Okay. So don't just move around randomly.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Or we can go into chaos, either one.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like the light sources from the mushrooms. That's cool.
And because of how dark it is, I went ahead and gave Futon a torch token, assuming that he's going to be using.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. We left off, as Pem said, with you guys having taken a long rest, with your captive still knocked out, her 4-fingered hand taken care of so it's not bleeding out. And now you guys have a decision to make whether or not you go back to the city to deposit your captive, or leave them tied up here with possibly some means of escape, or just secured to where take care of them later as you go either back to the city or forward to see if you can find the source of the demon spawn.
Yeah. What do we want to do? What are we?
I stepped away for a minute.
That's
there.
okay. We're discussing how we want to deal with the drow scout. If we want to take them back to the city, ransom them, or maybe
I
not.
say take
Ransom's
them
not
to
the
the
wrong
city,
word, but
but maybe not straight away. We should look out more, but come back for them.
I guess the question I have:
We can't just leave them here.
Can or can't?
Can't.
Can't. Okay. The question I have for the GM then would be, if we're going to take them back to the city, would we be able to do that and then basically come back here with very little travel time in between, or would we have new encounters on the way and all that jazz? Possible new encounters?
There will be possible new encounter.
Okay.
It would take you about a day to go back to the city from where you are, and then a day back to here, which would mean that whatever raiding camp that is here would be aware of their missing scouts.
Okay. Do we? Yeah, that would be. We'd be giving up the element of whatever element of surprise we have. Do we think that she'll be a liability if we bring her with us, gang? What do we? Or should we leave her here and come back for her after we've explored some more?
Sure, there's a place to hide her. Look around.
Stasher?
Yeah.
You give a quick glance, see that there are a couple of stalactites and stalagmites where you wedge her into, too.
Are any of them creepy disguised monsters?
You get a perception roll.
All right.
But considering you had a big, massive conflict and nothing came out, I
Nothing
would
came
say
out?
no.
Okay, I'm still gonna perception roll just because it's fun.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Let me see if I can grab it. There we go. Oof.
You look around and you can only see that barely tell the difference in the stalactites and stalagmites.
Okay. All right. Well, Futon, you're the guy with the torch. You wanna take a look around?
Yeah.
I believe I said it so that you guys can.
Yeah, I was able to move my token. It is
Okay.
laggy though.
Yeah, I apologize. It's because of how
Oh,
big the
I'm
map
even
is.
worse.
I put so many light tokens. Futon, you look after Goji, and you can barely see that the stalagmites and stalagmites are not connected.
No columns, huh?
No column. Let's just blame it on the fact that his torch is reaching long.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that you guys are choosing to like leave her behind, right?
I think that's what the group's deciding. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just say that you, gently enough to not wake her, you place her between a couple of the rocky formation in a way where she wouldn't be immediately noticed by whatever roaming wildlife, and decide to ready yourselves on your progress for investigation.
Okay. Is she conscious?
She is currently unconscious.
Unconscious. Okay. Does she have food or water of her own still on her person that she could get to, or should we leave her something?
I believe you took all that she had last available.
Okay. Goji's going to leave her half a canteen of water and half a loaf of bread, if assuming that we have that to spare, within reach of her bound hands, so that she can grab them and manipulate it herself when she comes to.
Okay. All right. As I said, you guys can move around if you wish. And currently, you're at the bottom edge of a small, little wall. You easily climb over it if you choose to, or you can go the way Goji's going, down that tunnel.
The wall is this thing here?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely glad I'm not using my cubes of the day.
Goji is stuck. Why can't I
Yeah,
move?
I'm liking a little.
There we go. Yeah, it is. It is very laggy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, all right. So here's what we're gonna do. Seems that with 4 people having access, it's too much.
Mhm.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Futon making the lead and making the move, and you guys can have me moving you two.
Okay,
Works for me.
sure.
I was lagging too. I'm just saying, my computer would probably burst into flames if I was using that.
Okay. Who wants to be the one moving, or do you want me to move?
I don't particularly care. I think if we just tell you where we want to go, you can move all of us if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
Since we all kind of gravitated to the southeast anyway, I think that's the direction we want to go. South and east.
Vrisdan was just following Goji.
Oh. Goji's got such natural charisma.
It's true.
Okay, there we go. I figured out how to move everybody at once. You guys
I'm
up?
gonna minimize it for now, just because when it lags, everything else lags too.
Yeah.
So let me know
Okay.
if I need to come back to the map.
If it's too bad, I can remove the layers. I apologize.
No, that's all right.
That's fine. Not your fault. You didn't make Vanishing Ground.
My problem is that I put so many light sources, so that's probably the issue because of how.
I was gonna say, is it easy to disable just one layer and keep all the line of sight stuff? Because if you could turn
I'll
off the
go ahead
lights and keep the line of sight, that would probably. We can imagine the
I'll go ahead
lights.
do that.
Yeah. It's probably a software issue more than hardware though as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure Pim's got much better hardware than me, but
How is the lighting set up? Is it just like a billion lights all scattered throughout the map? Could you do
That's
just
how-
one light like pinned on Futon that's as big as the whole map? Would that maybe lighten the load?
I could try to do that. Yeah. Let me
Don't
go
do it if
ahead.
it's gonna like take you a ton of time. I don't want to burn up. The
No,
set.
no. I'm gonna close out the map. So go ahead and do that, and I'll try to set that up like you said.
Cool.
the creation engine is limited to 10 light sources. Just an interesting fact. So if you set up a room with like 11 torches, only 10 of them will work.
Wow.
Reminds me a bit of playing Oblivion with that mod, torch mod I had, where I was fighting somebody in a dungeon and I was throwing torches to be light sources because everything was so dark. And at a certain point, I dropped so many torches, the game just crashed because it couldn't handle that many light sources.
Plant token. And then when we reach the main part, I'll see if I can disable the lighting thing,
Okay,
and then we can go on with just line of sight.
sure.
And should be good now.
Certainly can move a lot faster.
Okay. So now I know
Yeah,
in the
load it
future.
right away.
Yeah, it's a lot harder when I can't test it with other people.
Mhm.
I'm a race car now.
Wait, where are you guys? I only see myself.
I can see
I
you.
can see you.
Am I in a darkness cone?
No. For some reason, I show that you're not in this map.
I can see everyone fine.
Are you on the old map?
Nope, I closed it down and this popped up when
Okay,
I opened it. Oh, I just moved. Somebody just moved me.
Weirdo.
Oh, there I am. There we are. You're all here. Vrisdan's breakdancing.
Okay, good.
I was spinning for
So-
joy.
You guys can proceed as you wish.
Okay, but line of sight doesn't seem to be updating.
It does. It is not.
Not for me.
It's not the same. It's around. The circle should be around you.
Yeah, it
It's not
should be a
like
circle
distance.
around you.
When I move to the perimeter... Oh, I see. When I move to the perimeter of the circle. Yeah, line of sight still does work, but I can't see anything outside of this circle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works.
It's because of the lighting. I
Ah.
still have the lighting on, and you guys all have lantern.
Got it. Okay. Is Vrisdan our light source?
You all
No,
have
we
a
all
light.
are.
Oh,
Yeah, I can see you glow when you move.
I'm not glowing when I move, from my own perspective.
It's probably because of your dark vision.
Oh,
Oh yeah, do you have dark vision?
I have like half the distance you have. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got super dark vision. That's weird because yeah, I also.
Oh,
have dark
now
vision,
when you
and
move, I can
moving-
see everything. So yeah, Vrisdan, for whatever reason, is my
Hmm.
light source. I'm
The
not
only
my
light
own
source
light
you can
source.
see?
Yep. I'm
So
not my own.
you're in dark right now.
I am in dark. Yep. And when I
That's
move,
so
weird.
strange.
line of sight updates, but the perimeter of what I can see does not.
Hmm.
There we go. Yep.
Now you're your own strong, independent girly. You can go do what you like, and you.
I
can
don't
even
need you anymore.
see
She just
while you
runs
do it.
off. Me and this drow scout are gonna form a girls' club.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
Okay, which way do we want to go?
We were heading this way.
The gang.
Is there anything? Should we be doing like trap perception checks or?
You can.
Just real quick, I casted aid on y'all
I see
earlier.
that.
Make sure you have those 5 extra points.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No problem.
Anything?
You look around, and outside of the little lantern that you see at the step of the stair, you do not see anything of immediate.
Okay. Does this connect with
Split.
the other tunnel? Oh, I see. Okay. So that would be leading us in a circle. Oh, there is other tunnels up there, right?
Yeah, it looks like it continues up to the right as well.
Do you want to keep going east, or do you want to go that way? Well, Vrisdan's up there, so I'm going to go this way.
Okay.
As you continue down this passage, you hear a slow movement of water ahead of you.
Hmm.
To your left, you see another small little outcropping
Oh.
of a separate passage, and within it, see a little bag on the ground next to a corner.
Whoa.
And within it,
Sorry, go ahead.
oh, and within it, you see it contains foodstuffs, a few gold coins, about 3 gold coins. So probably some scout's little save keep on case.
Okay. Do you think I can climb this easily, or should I roll athletics, or?
Oh, easily you could climb
easily.
up. It's maybe like knee high.
Okay. All right. Is the food good, or is it rotten?
You take a quick sniff, and all you can smell is like stale bread, and the water pouch itself seems to be clean.
Okay. I'll throw the food in my bag and then toss. You said there was 3 gold pieces, right? Toss.
Vrisdan, as you stand near the shore of this little stream, and you listen, above the low movement of the water, you hear that there is kind of noise to the north of you, as well as looking across from the stream, you see lights of mushroom being lit not only by their own ambient glow, but by also the Fey res that's affecting the area around you.
Can I make out what that additional sound is?
You hear that it seems to be like movement of some kind of beast or creature.
I will alert the other two. Be quiet and mind your steps.
Okay.
We're not alone.
I'm passing out the gold piece to
Tanom.
each to Vrisdan and Futon.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, do we want to try to cross the stream, or do we want to go back the way we came and see what else might be out there?
I do not know, because I can't tell how zoomed in you guys are at. But if you zoom out a little bit, you should be able to see other light sources.
Yes, I can see other lights.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's a little lantern on the ground there. How fucking adorable is that? Oh my god.
Well, Goji's drawn by the lantern, so she's gonna, assuming this is wadeable, she's gonna wade across.
Yeah, it's a very low water. It's not even black like you were experiencing back at Dark Lake.
Oh yeah.
And as you approach the separate lantern,
Mm-hmm.
you can see that the wall ahead of you is broken down. Not to where you could easily pass through it, but there is rubble in the way. And past the rubble, you see within a vast cavern lit up by mushrooms and the effects of Fey Res. Within it, you can see movement. As you look further in, you determine that the movement is coming from demons, such as the mains that you fought before. You can even see some maw demons, and you see a couple of drow roaming along the crater that is within the middle of this cavern.
Okay. Goji whispers back like, guys, I think this is it.
And I will go ahead and say, if this shit had worked the way I planned it to, it would look so much better on you guys' screen.
Okay, before we get into that rubbly area and see what we can see, Goji just wants to scout the perimeter of this space that we're in really quick, make sure that there's not some... I guess she's just going to go to the edge of the water.
Okay. When you reach the edge of the water, you hear more of the creature noise that Vrisdan first pointed out to across the way, but you cannot see any.
Okay. And then down this way to about here.
Okay. As you continue southward, you do not hear any kind of creatures being loud that way. But you do hear the low movement of water.
Okay. Okay, Goji's going to relay to the group up to the northwest that sound that Vrisdan could hear of a creature moving. It's stronger up there. Do we want to go check that out, or do we want to try to push through this rubble and see what's on the other side? Seems like the rubble is where our quest is taking us. But I'm a little squeamish of leaving something unknown behind us.
We can see if we can
go check the beast then.
The beast?
Yeah, try to sneak up north. Just
okay.
Okay.
Sneak like.
Wait, hold on. Wait, come back here, Goji. Stop.
Come back.
Too fast.
She snuck back really fast.
There you go. You have guidance. Add a D4 to your next ability check.
Thanks.
Vrisdan's gonna just kind of hang back from you guys because he's got heavy armor. I think he's the only one who does, and that's loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. As with Futon's guidance, you know how to step through the water without making noise as possible, and you quietly and carefully cross across and make it to the other side. And as you proceed, you see around the column of wall that there is a small little door, and within it you can hear more of the noises of the whatever creature you heard. And of course, because I didn't set it up correctly, you can be inside but there's a door there.
Where I am right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stop here by the door then and wait for my companions to reach me. I do want to look up this little area, though.
It's another little upcropping, but in front of where you are looking, there is just a wall of wood.
Okay. Got it.
So it seems like there is this little room being made within the little area of cavern.
Okay.
And within it, you hear the movement and growling of some creature.
Do we want to knock? Or do we want to stealthily open it? Or do we want to kick it down?
Yeah, we're not Billy anymore, guys. We don't use shoulder.
Is there a keyhole on the door?
There is not. Look
Hmm.
at the door and you see that there is a latch kind of system.
Goji's gonna put her ear right up against the door and just listen for a second and see if she can make anything out from the sounds inside.
You put your ear to the door and you hear the grotesque gnawing and movement of kind of large mouth as whatever it seems to be making movement across the room, chewing on something.
Okay. Goji turns to her companions and says, "Whatever it is, it's grotesque."
I didn't know you knew that word. Well done.
It's one of the only words I know, apart from fight me. What do you think? Do we want to... The door is closed, so I presume we could safely go back to the rubble and not alert this thing that we're there if we make any noise. Or do we want to go inside and take care of whatever it might be?
You carry on shitting into the fucking water.
Vrisdan is... Oh god.
You very much.
You first, Adam.
Or not.
Nah, I'm just thinking.
I was gonna say, Vrisdan is confident in our 3 abilities to take on whatever this thing is, and whoever else may come after, so...
Okay.
If
Then-
y'all want to go in there, Vrisdan's with you.
Goji turns whatever latch or handle is on the door, and assuming it pushes inward, she pushes it inward.
You push it inward, and now we have our first roleplay little fight thing.
Oh.
Inside, you see this little squat demon of just little stubby legs, and the upper part of its body is essentially one big open mouth.
Ooh.
And let me go ahead and show it to you.
Combat playlist. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh,
Should be shared.
God. Yeah, that's hideous.
And it is roaming around the room, just chewing on a bone within the innermost of its jaw, and one of its eyes, as it's been roaming, notices the movement of the door, looks to you, and it begins to approach you. What do you do?
Should we roll for initiative so we know what order we're going to, or do we just, amongst the 3 of us, we work out how we attack this thing?
You roleplay it how you wish.
I've already cast Blast,
Or
so
we can
as
do-
Goji's going to the door to open it, a soft, warm, purplish pink glow forms in Vrisdan's hands, and he touches himself, Futon, and Goji.
Thanks.
Give us all the D4 bonus there.
Okay.
Cool.
well-
And if you guys want, we can do initiative if that makes it easier.
No, I was just thinking I don't want to hog the spotlight or anything, but Goji is so absolutely disgusted by this thing, she grabs her club and just charges and tries to smash it over the head as hard as she possibly can.
Okay. Are you going for the teeth, or are you going for the sides of the head?
I think she's going for whatever operates as eyes.
Okay. You approach it, and with one mean swing, you go towards its leftmost side of the head where 2 eye stalks are laid, and you swing as mightily as you can, and you cave them inward. The creature is knocked into the table that it was standing against, and bone it was chewing on snaps in half and begins to injure it from within.
Oh, cool. Alright, I'm going to say that's my turn.
The creature is so staggered that it caused the table to cave in on itself, and is falling upon the ground and is trying to get back up to assail its own assailant.
Stomp on it.
Futon runs up behind Goji and makes a big leap, and Hal drives his foot on the other eye stalk. And with Vrisdan's holy aid of Bless, it's enough to cause the creature to cave in on itself, and all you can see left is legs and teeth.
And that's it, it's dead?
It's dead.
Whew, thank God. That thing was
Your
ugly as
quick
hell.
actions and straightforward means of combat have made it to where you took no damage from the creature. Yeah, essentially like that, Food Adam.
Very nice.
Okay. As you guys settle down from the combat and take a look around the room, you all
Sorry, you cut out there, Mike. What did you say?
you as you look around the room, you all earn for some reason my brain is not doing math. You all earn 67 XP.
67 XP.
And around the room, as you look around, it's all disheveled. There is a mattress that's been torn up by teeth. The table that was broken down has deposited a map that somewhat looks like the Duergar city, but not very well drawn out. There is a couple of lanterns strewn about, and you can see there's a box that was being gnawed on but didn't get broken through yet. And as you look into the box, you find about 30 pieces of gold and some more foodstuffs, which is probably why it was being gnawed on.
Ah, okay. Shall we split the gold evenly?
Yes.
All right, 30 each.
Okay. And let's say you gave another quick glance over it, but you don't see anything other than trash that was left in this wake.
Mm-hmm.
And now you guys can proceed.
Okay.
There is still the stream up northward.
Yep.
And stream down southward. And the
we...
main cavern. Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say, do we want to go westward any further, party, or are we good with heading back?
I will go ahead and say that if you go westward, you're gonna reach the edge
of the map. Okay. No reason not to go westward. Oh, or we can just do that. Yep. Cool.
And there's the main cavern that's kind of revealed but blocked off by rubble.
Does anybody want to wade up the stream at all, or should we go back?
As where Goji stands, you can hear that the low movement of water becomes more active. It seems to be like a small little waterfall is occurring past your vision.
I'm kind of wondering.
Do not hear anything else past that.
I'm kind of wondering. It's. Let's go back to the rubble and get a good look in that space if we can make out what we can see, because I'm wondering if there might not be a better way into that space than trying to crawl through this rubble, especially if there's something on the other side that might detect us trying to do so.
Okay. And like I said,
through.
as I said, if it had worked how I wanted, you would be able to see sufficient that as you look into this cavern, you see that there is seemingly a couple of entrances into the room, at least 3 from where you are standing.
Okay.
And as you look in, you see the Roman demons, another small demon that you fought previously. There's also Main. And you also see corpses of Duergar, one of them missing its head.
Ooh.
And as you see into the room, you see a couple of drow roaming around and kind of seeming to manage the demon.
Okay.
And as you were about to turn away to talk to your companions, you suddenly, out of the corner of your eye, see like kind of like a flash, but also not.
Like a flag, did you say?
Flash.
Okay.
And as you turn to look at what disturbance that was, suddenly out of midair, a creature appears. One of very bestial features, kind of like a big humanoid made of goat-like features. And as it appears in the room, you can see that it is in a great deal of pain as it staggers around, moving. And as it goes down onto a knee, you suddenly feel the area around it. Sorry, not feel. You can suddenly see the area around it kind of shimmer. And right next to it, a demon appears. And now there is another main in the room.
Okay. Okay. Did you guys see that, or am I describing it to you?
Currently, Goji is the only one looking.
Okay. Goji's gonna turn around and describe the situation pretty close to exactly the way Mike just described it. And she's going to emphasize that weird goat creature and the fact that a new demon popped into existence when the goat creature fell to a knee. And she's positing, she tells them, I think that's maybe the source of the demons. I also don't think climbing over this rubble is the best way to get into the room, because we will probably alert them that we're here. So I think we should sneak around and look for another way in.
Wise beyond your years, Goji.
Thank you. So the question then is, do we want to get wet and go up north along the stream and see if that brings us around, or
I do love getting wet.
do we want to go south and see if there's
That's
perhaps
not what I recall.
a dry passage?
Yeah, Vrisdan would like to stay dry if possible.
Okay.
But,
I was going
It'd be easy to be sneaky and we
Yeah.
go dry as well.
True. Okay. Goji, and assuming the party's going to follow her, she's going to slowly make her way southeast. And she's keeping an eye out for traps, whether you want me to do a roll or not.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
So as you progress, you reach another end of land, and you see that the stream is going southward
Damn.
into a little cavern-like system.
We got to get wet either way. It looks like, anyway.
Or you can just go through the wall.
Or we could go through the wall. Well, I'm going to cross... I'm just assuming that this meets up with the other tunnel. I just want to make sure that there's nothing unusual.
Yes, this was the other way you could have
Okay.
gone
Back to...
when you first started.
Okay. Alright. Seems like there's two... Oh, Vrisdan just... he just jumped. Vrisdan does not
sprinted back as soon as he heard
want to
his
get
name.
wet.
No, sorry. I assumed we were all going to just sort of mosey our way back here and discuss what to do.
Okay. Discussion open.
Rubble or river.
Is the rubble in such a state where if one of us was trying to crawl over it or through it, like, do we need to remove some of it, or can we just crawl over it?
Well, you technically could crawl over it, yes.
Okay. While one of us was crawling over it, would the other two behind be able to cover for them
No.
in the event of an attack? No, okay. So this is a very risky way into this room. Based on how far away the demons and drow and everything are in that room, does it seem to Goji's mind like it would be very easy for them to detect us if we were trying to climb through the rubble? Are they close enough,
Well,
or are they far away?
You can, from what you were seeing, you could see that the drow were keeping an active lookout for their demons. So if you were to make your attempt, they would most likely notice.
Okay. I know we don't want to get wet, but I think trying to go through the rubble is very risky.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a fool's errand, yeah.
Yeah. North or south? What do we want? There's a waterfall sound to the north. No such sound to the south. I don't know if
And the waterfall keep us obscured at least a little longer.
that could be true.
Mhm.
It could also be an obstacle that might require additional effort.
That's true.
You want to go north, though, and check it out? We can always turn around if we don't like how much it's going to
Mhm.
require to get over it.
I'm in favor of that.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead and say that the stealth tricks that Futon gave you still apply. You won't cause any notice from the main as you make your way across the little
Okay.
and as you reach this small little waterfall, you can see that it is about 4 feet drop to the next part.
Okay, so we're at the
Choose to
top
go
of the
down it.
waterfall?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you
As
think?
you look down, you can't really tell if the bottom part of the stream past the waterfall is deep or not, but you also don't see any kind of danger immediate
Okay.
from where you're looking.
Are we able to judge, do you think, from the top of the waterfall, whether once we get down the other side, would we be able to climb back up it, or does it seem like it would be too? You said it's 4 feet, which isn't that high, but then if it's rushing water, it might be too difficult to climb up.
The water is not exactly rushing, and you can see towards the sides along the walls of the cavern itself that there seem to be handholds enough to where
Okay.
if you gave enough of an effort, you could get back up.
All right. Well, unless somebody else wants to try it first, Goji's going to let herself down this side of the waterfall.
Sure.
To
You got guidance.
We got to make use of the soundboard.
You've got
Guidance. There we go.
Seamless, absolutely seamless. All right. I'm safely down.
That is correct. You find that the water at the bottom is not too deep,
Okay.
shallow enough to where you would, if you chose to jump down, it wouldn't have broken your legs.
Okay. Goji's gonna holler back that she sees a passage to the east that at least goes in the direction of that room, so it might be worth it to check it out. Come on down,
Okay.
she
Vrisdan's
says.
gonna whisper yell after putting a finger up to his lips. Be quiet. If we can hear you over the waterfall, everybody
Oh,
else
yeah.
can as
You're
well.
right. You're right. She just hand motions. Okay, it's fine to come down.
And then he will, descend with the other two.
Goji's intelligence is like -2, so you have to be patient with her.
Okay. As you all come down and around you, you see that there's a small little island in between the stream splits.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see anything of note outside of the mushrooms that have been lighting your way, and that the Fey Res effect seems to be lesser at the further away that you get from the main cavern that you were looking at.
Okay. Well, in crouch mode, Goji is ready to go further east if you guys are. Unless there's something west or north that you want to check out.
Nope, go ahead. If y'all are stealthing, again, which one of you two wants guidance for sneakings?
I
Do we
mean,
wanna
I'm
make
in. I think
Futon
I'm
an
also in
even
heavy
better
armor,
sneak?
so yeah, it probably makes.
Oh,
Am I?
alright.
Am I?
Yeah.
Let me check.
With your
The hell's
AC,
he
I
wearing?
assume not.
Well, he doesn't use a shield.
That's true. I don't use a shield.
True, you've got that big old thing. Also, I was looking
Got
at
that big
Futon's
old-
AC in the party, so I'm all over the place. I got no clue what's going on.
Well, now that I'm looking at it, I know my AC is 16, but I don't remember what armor I'm wearing. And I don't
check
see
your
it on my
inventory.
Well, I don't see it on my inventory. That's the thing.
You're wearing chain.
Chainmail. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, chainmail.
Okay, yeah, that's heavy.
So here I am being the sneakiest front. Futon, you should be sneaking in front.
Yeah, I'll give Futon the guidance then, and Vrisdan's gonna hang back until something obvious is happening, or until Futon gets us some kind of signal to join up.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Um,
Since we're at this point, I think it
You've
would be a
got
good time
guidance.
for me not to break. I'm gonna do work on the map so that I can move the light source.
Okay.
Just use
Sure.
the line of sight.
Damn.
Let's go.
Stealth the
Okay,
shit out of that.
Fucking
Should be-
disappears.
There we go. That should
Looks
be
good.
right.
Everything is
Oh, you know
colorful.
what? Oh yeah, that's so pretty. Wow.
Mhm.
I was just about to say, Pam, you got to get these screen caps from Baldur's Gate of our characters and gray them out like in Darkest Dungeon.
Oh
Whenever we go into
yeah,
stealth,
that's a good
Oh,
idea.
that's
switch
awesome.
back and forth.
Okay, you guys should be able to be good to go now.
All right.
All right, Futon, lead the way.
With the 22, Futon very confidently moves along the slate and gravel along the passage, making no noise, and the group behind him are imitating as best as they can. Not as well, but not enough, not bad enough to make any noticeable noise over the ambient echoes, life of the demon up ahead that uh, go through the tunnel.
Okay. We're right behind you.
And as you look down this narrow passage, you can see that ahead of you, most of the lighting that you can see in the main cavern is affecting the rest.
I don't know if other people are having the problem, but Mike, your microphone is cutting out, like, usually right at the very end of whatever it is you're saying.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
happened to me a couple of times. I caught that last sentence, but
Like, I feel like I'm missing the last word or two sometimes.
How about now?
Sounds fine so far.
good.
Okay, let's go with this then.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, as you look down this very narrow passage inward, you can see that ahead of you there is this massive light source coming from within the floor of the main passage,
Wow.
and it brightens the entire passage that you can see.
Vrisdan, you gotta come see this.
Be quiet.
I am being quiet.
Hush.
You be quiet. Futon, as you're looking down the passage, you do not immediately see any demons outside of a maw across from the massive, let's just call it a crater for now, inside the main
Okay.
cavern. And it's not looking at you or anything, so. And as you exit this narrow passage, you see left and right that there are more areas within the big massive cavern, but you do not see immediately any creature within the caverns left or right of you.
Okay, just a quick pause to being in character to note I freaking love the line of sight feature on this. It's awesome. It's so cool.
So the way I had it previously, like you see where Futon is,
Mm-hmm.
that would have been a line of sight-ish feature right there too, because I
Mm.
put one there as a column, and it was more accurate to the walls around you. But I had
Cool.
to do this real quick, so.
Yeah, that's all right. This is still really impressive. Okay. I mean, I don't want to move too far up because if I'm making any amount of noise, I'm afraid we'll alert somebody. Goji's just kind of watching Futon to see what his reaction is to
Futon.
being out in the open space.
Waves you forwards.
You're good with me coming
Okay.
up a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
As Futon beckons Goji, he turns back around and looks around the little column of wall that he's standing behind to check in the main cavern. And as you look, you see a shimmer of wave of light in front of you. And suddenly you see the same creature that Goji was describing, and it appears in great pain and staggers around.
Is it that goat
Before-
creature?
Yes. And before you turn back around, you see it suddenly blink out of existence once again, presumably moving somewhere else.
Hmm. Okay. Do we need to give Vrisdan a signal to get him to come up and join us?
Vrisdan's just waiting for you to get a little further in.
Wait for us to get attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vrisdan is just looking around the corner, making sure on your progress, but he's not moving yet.
Okay. Goji's concentration is on this little room right here.
Okay.
You see the pings there?
Yeah, yeah.
Is there
You look
anything
in.
within that room?
You look in and you see that amongst the mushrooms that are lighting up the room, you see that there are actually supplies and foodstuffs strewn amongst them, seemingly like a little separate storeroom for
Okay.
the raiding camp.
Okay. Something to keep in mind once we've hopefully cleared this place of enemies. And just to be clear, from where we are right now, are there any enemies besides the goat creature that just disappeared? Are there any enemies within line of sight, and about how far away are they?
From your current position, you can see that the first main that was across the crater that Futon can see. You can also see the back of one of the drows as he is leaning against one of the mushroom stalks.
Okay.
And you do not see anything else, but you do hear flapping above one of the corpses of the tour guard.
Okay. All right. We probably got Borg Wheel in here. And did the drow leaning against the mushroom stalk, that's to the south, I presume?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's let me. Wait, it's not letting me do what I want. Oh, because I'm dumb and used the wrong thing. There is a drow leaning against one of these stalks.
So quite a ways away. Unless we're making noise or jumping around, they're not going to notice us, probably.
That is correct.
Okay.
And as you are roaming around, you see that there is discarded tools of mining, but the tools are so aged that you can determine that no excavations were made in a very long time in this area, presumably because of the raiding party.
Okay. All right. Goji is going to head back toward that little passage we came down. She's going to motion to Futon. He doesn't have to follow, but her intention is we should maybe have a little powwow down this tunnel and figure out what we want to do in this big room. Whether we want to sneak around until we're caught, or whether we want to try to pick a strategic spot that we can defend and then initiate combat.
Yeah.
Because our goal here is to stop the demon generation, right? We're not here to steal anything. We're not here to recover some artifact. We were supposed to investigate and put a stop to it. That was our mission, right?
Correct. You were tasked to find out what the demon source is and, if possible, to stop it.
Yeah. So unless we think we can talk these guys into stopping the demons, we're probably going to have to kill everybody we meet. I think. So how do we want to tackle this?
Okay. That tunnel to the east carried on around the corner.
See what's over on that side?
Might be able to go around.
Yeah. Be able to get a better vantage point of the room before we decide?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with you. Alright, stealthy. Whoa, dang. He just zipped up there.
Zoom. As you reach the little corner there, you hear some kind of noise occurring around the corner. And it seems to be like the kind of noise of a mane that you once previously fought.
Oh.
You
Very
do
perceptive.
not know how many there are, but you can tell that it is at least a mane. And as you turn and look around the corner, you do in fact see a mane just hanging around next to this little mushroom stalk here. And as you look down the passage, you do not see any other creatures. And let me share the main image.
God, yeah. I forgot they're ugly. Everything's ugly down here. It's the Underdark.
Excuse me?
Goji makes a very quiet, apologetic face.
So as the main is not outright looking at you, it's just standing there. It is up to you how you want to proceed. Do you want to do combat with it real quick, try to get it out of the way? Do you want to go back and enter the main room?
I mean, I think if we can take it out silently, if that seems like an option.
Sure. Give me a stealth roll.
Me?
Somebody. Whoever is gonna do the taking out.
I feel like Futon's the closest thing we have to a ninja.
14. Yeah. The 14's good enough. with a main. So Goji, no, I'm sorry, Futon. He stands and waits, keeping a discreet watch over the main. And as soon as it turns away enough from where you are standing, you immediately exit into the passageway and run up to it stealthily. And right before it turns back towards your direction, you take your feet of death and smack the very top of the main, causing it to somersault. And as it lands on the floor, you very quickly do another ground pounder with your foot and kill it outright.
Hot damn.
And Futon, you get
Goji is being completely
25
silent.
XP.
Oh, sorry. Goji's being completely silent, but she is pumping her fists like super hard.
What was the number?
25.
Okay.
And passageway is clear. You do not hear any indication that anything that you just did from the main passage, the main chamber.
Goji gives Futon a big thumbs up.
Okay. As you travel down the passage, getting closer to the main chamber, and you look in, you see that the same main that you can see inside is still there. And you also see that the drow has shifted his position to look northward where you once were.
Oh.
And you do not see anything else. You do not see the little goat-like creature. You do not see the other drow. And you do not see the flapping whatever it is.
Okay. Goji gives Futon a big thumbs up and then does a motion inviting him to proceed in front of her. in a you're a total badass way, not in a I'm a coward and I want you to go first kind of way.
From your current vantage point around the boulder that you're hiding behind, you can see that the goat-like creature is now across the room from you, seemingly to be in a massive amount of pain as it leans against one of the mushroom stalks. And all the other demons and the drow seem to be, as best as they can, stay away from the creature.
Is this area in the center, is that a giant hole in the floor?
Yes, it is.
Oh shit, okay.
This whole thing, the way it looks, is why I was trying to play around with the lighting as best I could.
I'm trying to, okay, hang on. Do we have like push attacks by default?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can shove.
Shove, okay.
Yeah, you can make a shove attack.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind.
In fact, you can see that near to the let me ping it. Wait. There we go. Around here you can see one of the drow that have been watching over the room, looking towards where the goat creature is over here.
Yeah. Okay, Goji is like inspired and is moving still quietly, but as quickly as she feels is possible. Is this mushroom thing transversable? Yeah, it is. Oh shit. Okay, I'm still here. I just wanted to check it. And I'm assuming that that Futon and Vrisdan got an idea of what it is that she wants to do. Let's see. What's the distance between?
Hold on.
Sorry,
give me Futon and Vrisdan. Give me an insight roll.
Oh yeah, I guess they would need to perhaps know just how insane I am.
I don't remember how to roll multiple dice at the same time.
Is it with the shift button?
I think you just right click and
Multiple of the same dice. I need 2 different dice.
oh.
Did you try
I wanna
right click?
insight myself. I did. It's whatever.
They have no idea what you're about to do.
I am completely unknowable. Okay.
So at the moment, we have Futon and Vrisdan at the northern part of the little passageway that you're at, looking into the main room, and you are standing behind the
Giant
wall
mushroom. Yeah.
next to some mushroom stalks that you could move through if you chose to. With right in front of you, a drow looking across the crater towards where the goat creature is.
Okay, now from where I am, can I see any of the flapping creatures or any more manes that we haven't already seen the location of?
You make a good sweep of the room and you look upwards and you see above where the bodies of the Durgar are, there seems to be a flapping creature there.
Okay, but I can't identify it from where I am.
It's been weaving through the stalag.
Out of character, I am a little bit worried that this creature isn't a Vargweel and that it's actually whatever that demon thing was that we saw down a side tunnel.
As you stand there and just concentrate fully on whatever this creature is, you can tell that it is a round figure with wings. And it seems to be kind of like a head with wings.
Oh, okay. It's very Vargweel looking then. Okay. Okay, I'm not within line of sight of my party to give them like a hand signal of what I'm about to do, but if I could, I would tell them to get fucking ready. All right.
As you're looking in, let me just say, you've got a drow next to the edge of the crater.
Yep.
Actually, let me
Here-ish,
just place
right?
the stuff because I can see
Oh,
what's about to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I think being able to see what I can see, I would have a better idea of whether this is complete suicide. What would be really funny is if I charge forward and right as I'm about to push her, the drow steps sideways and I fall into the pit myself.
Natural one.
Yeah. Okay, now let me make them bigger.
And just these scouts look like they're similarly, these drow rather, look like they're similarly outfitted to the scout we've already encountered.
Yes, as you examine them, they seem to be of the same class as
Okay.
the previous drow you've experienced.
So, like, one of them doesn't have a big-ass fucking Warhammer boss-type weapon or anything.
No, you do not see an uber boss in the
Okay.
moment that of a drow make.
Got it. All right. And the goat is... Oh, I see the goat.
Yeah, I just need to make it bigger
Yeah.
first.
Okay.
Those are the positions.
All right. Then Goji is going to... I'm assuming, like, this is almost like... you know how in the movies where there's, like, a bank robbery or something like that, and a character walks into the room with a gun, and even though the public is there and, like, alert and aware, they just don't even notice the guy's got a gun, and he can walk right up to the teller before anybody even notices him and responds. I'm assuming that, like a scene like that, I can, without, like, running full speed, I can, get at a jogging pace without anybody noticing or trying to stop me or aggroing. I can get to, like, here.
Mm-hmm.
And then shove attack this drow, hopefully over the side of the cliff.
Well, the drow you're currently about to make a victim is looking towards the goat-like creature.
Yep.
The other drow is looking northward, but
Okay.
can't see Futon around the boulder.
Okay.
And the other demons are not being currently aware of your existence.
Okay.
So, yes.
So it is like a bank robbery movie. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So then, do we need to initiate combat for me to do the shove, or can I just...
You could just flip and do it.
Okay, what would I roll to see if I'm successful?
I believe it's your athletics versus
Yeah.
their choice of athletics or acrobatics.
And it would be ability, right? Not save?
Yeah, ability.
Yeah.
Okay, here goes. Oh, wait, that was strength. I'm sorry. It
Well,
would
that's
be
fine.
Athletics.
Yeah,
Athletics
athletics is
athletics
on
if you've got that bonus.
I do have, yeah, I would have
Proficient.
+6 to athletics. Or proficiency.
Even higher than.
Yeah, so +2 to that, 24. God
24.
damn. Goji, you
I'm not even
bench
a
pressed
bother.
them first. Holy shit.
Give me a description.
So as I said, approached at about a jogging pace, and I'm assuming that this drow character, as I got within about 5 feet, heard the jogging footsteps and turned her head just enough to be able to see me over her shoulder, and she got out a brief "huh" before before Goji lowers her shoulder into the middle of the drow's back and knocks her over the side. I don't know how far the drop is, but there's, I think, probably some kind of cry or shout from the drow as she fell, and I'm presuming that she's at least out of combat, if not dead. I also presume that everybody else is now aware that Goji is standing in the middle of this room.
Okay. After your great push, the that the drow was making turns into like
Yeah.
and you hear this descent and this kind of soft plop as she lands on the biggest mushroom below you, and it causes her to sail back up high enough that you can see her again, and then she
Oh.
falls the rest of the way, snapping her neck on the descent.
Oh, dang. She got a Mario Brother bounce before she died. What a way to go.
And with that, the rest of the room are surprised, and you have a surprise round with the
Ooh.
rest of the room.
Okay.
But the goat creature does not seem to immediately care about your presence.
Okay.
So now please go ahead and give me an initiative roll with you guys having the first round to yourselves.
Got it.
So that one's dead.
Where's initiative here?
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, right there in the middle. I can't see it. I got a 14.
I took Futon completely by surprise. He got a 4 initiative. That's funny. He's like, what the fuck?
Man, the mains. They always have the lowest one, and they're the slowest motherfuckers too.
Combat tracker.
Okay. When Vrisdan is ready, they can go first.
I'm first?
Yeah, 14.
First
the
among
surprise
the
round.
surprise, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, true. Alright. Damn, I'm way over here.
I was wondering.
You can move.
I was wondering. I'm like, I hope
If you want,
Vrisdan
if you
moves
want,
down.
you can move up right
No.
behind Futon.
Vrisdan would have been 30 feet behind Futon, assuming Futon was, the forward pushing stealth leader. But when Goji wanted to do her thing, Vrisdan would be like, alright, yeah, go. Do your shit.
Futon
Okay.
assumed that Goji was just gonna have a look and not do anything.
Oh, Futon had it. Goji
Yeah.
had a good look.
We saw your guys'
They had a
inside
good look.
rolls.
Alright, I'll start by moving my 30 feet up here. Okay, we've got a Maw Demon there, we've got a Drow, we've got a Goji, we've got a Maidens. Alright. Sorry, I have a lot of spells.
No, it's good. And I'm thinking we take care of this combat, and
Mhm.
afterwards we do the reward stuff if you want, and then take a break.
Sounds good.
Alright, Vrisdan's gonna keep it simple, stupid, and just cast Guiding Bolt at this Drow. What'd I get? A 9? I think I'm gonna use my inspiration and re-roll that one.
Mm. Oh,
Trust how it'll get better.
when did we
It
get?
did not.
When did we get inspiration? Or was it just you?
I got one a while ago.
Yeah, Vrisdan got one for dismembering his foe.
Oh, that's
of a hobgoblin.
right.
Oh yeah, the head.
You psycho.
Turn on things. Oh wait, hold on. I have this.
Wouldn't it
Oh,
have- The drow
Right.
might have. Would the drow have turned around to see what Goji did?
Might have its back to you, yeah.
Yeah, I
oh
mean,
yeah, sure. Am I in stealth? And am I surprising this? Well, not
You are
surprising,
surprising
surprise,
it.
right?
So
Yeah.
go ahead and take back your inspiration because Futon is right. And go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
There
Oh,
it
hell
is.
yeah.
Oh, I wasn't selecting it. Does a 19 hit?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant damage roll. Go ahead and do a damage roll.
Oh, okay, sure.
I mean, this is a surprise, so. And it's dead. You killed him.
Holy shit.
I blew her the fuck away.
Oh my god. Those two poor drow, one just completely incinerated by guiding bolt, and one thrown to her death by a
I
psychotic
can
orc.
guarantee you they'd do much worse to you if they could.
Oh man.
That's my turn. Where's combat tracker? Here's combat tracker and. Pow.
Okay.
Oh, how smooth.
Well, Goji was thinking before she ran to the shove, she was like, would I fight the drow to my right afterwards, or would I fight the main? She's going to fight the mains. So, assuming this is within my movement...
Sorry, real
Yeah,
quick.
each square is 5 feet.
At the end of my turn, I turn to Futon and say, do you want to take that one with me? And I point to the Maw Demon on the side there.
Targeting the mains, I'm going to attack with my club. $13. Hit.
That's it. Yep.
Damage. Oops. So, I forget, if I wanted to do Thunderstruck, do I have to declare that before the damage roll, or do I do that afterwards? I guess it depends on if I kill it or not.
That would just depend if you hit it. So you do it after.
12.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay. Alright. This is going really well. Okay. And did I use all my movement? I wasn't keeping track, I'm sorry. I probably did. 30 feet,
Let's
right?
see. Yeah, so you got
Yeah, pretty sure I did.
15 feet to go.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. And I don't think I'm gonna use anything else this turn, so I'm done.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the more demon.
After it had its many eyes seen what happened to its other drow companion, it's aware that there's something happening, but it won't react.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'll take a swipe.
Let's see here. Yeah, that hits.
Sword.
Okay.
And then I take a stomp at it.
That
9.
misses.
Oh, I miss.
Was that that was with the guidance, right?
Oh, no, that's just... Okay, I can roll.
No, that still misses.
Guidance doesn't apply to attack rolls anyways.
Oh,
Okay.
it does. Okay.
No, just ability checks. It's bless that applies to that, but I didn't
That's
cast
right.
that.
That's right. And that should be it, right, Futon?
Yeah.
Okay. Start of a new round. So
Goji is very happy that
Mon-
that far wheel is far away.
I mean, we'll see how long that lasts, but
Mhm.
yeah. The Maw Demon will go ahead and go after you.
Ooh, partially absorbed. That's nice.
The creature that you are seeking to undo
Mm-hmm.
just moans closer to you, Goji, but does not take any immediate action, staggering in pain.
Okay. And the indication that he gave before when he was about to spawn a demon, he hasn't done anything like that, where he goes down to a knee or anything.
Well, no, he hasn't gone to a knee.
Okay.
and At the very moment, there is no other demon next to it.
Okay. Got it.
Vrisdan, it is your turn.
Maw Demon. Let's go. Where's my Warhammer? The things you have to click once and the things you have to double click are
Yeah,
so confusing to me. Alright.
that is it.
Yeah.
You already know what time it is. Let's go War Cleric. War Priest. I'm doing a bonus action attack.
Holy shit! Oh my god.
The most
Blah, blah.
dangerous one here. The Maw Demon, after your severe pounding, is just loose. It lost 2 eye stalks. There's a couple broken teeth, and it is starting to swagger around a little bit. Just a wee bit.
Stagger or swagger? Because if it's swagger,
Swagger
that's pretty
and
funny.
dagger.
He's crit walking now.
He's like, look how much I can absorb, bitch. I got swagger.
Vrisdan comes running around the corner after shooting off that guiding bolt and hits a moving strike at it as he passes by Futon. And then when he gets in place there, he raises his warhammer fully above him and slams it down into this thing's teeth.
Pretty
And he
awesome.
howls this loud, high-pitched noise he makes. All his elven features seem exaggerated. His
Damn.
pointy ears and his expressive, high
It's like a-
cheeks and all that.
Beast from
The
hell.
The true fear of the Underdark is here.
That's okay.
Okay.
Goji, it is your turn.
So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's within my movement range, right?
Right.
Okay. Let's see if I can land a hit. Oh, fucking shit. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So you move up, and as you move up to take the swing, at the very last step, you hit this one minuscule pebble, which is enough to make you swing and completely whiff your attack.
damn.
And you are currently on a knee, possibly trying to make your own demon.
Oh god, that's embarrassing.
Futon, it is your turn.
Oh, I was gonna use. I guess that it instantly ends my turn, doesn't it?
I
was
will
gonna use
say
action
that a
surge.
critical miss at that situation makes you end your turn.
Oh, all right.
Okay. One sec.
No, take your time.
Okay. Yeah, do the same thing again while I'm here.
That's a miss.
Damn. This is the luckiest little maw demon ever.
This is Futon's
I don't know
biggest
that.
game right now.
I'm just shocked by Goji, so I'm not doing very good.
He's off his game.
That'll be it.
Already. The gargoyle. It will go for Vrisdan.
Phew. Come on, Vrisdan, resist that scream. Damn.
No scream necessary.
What?
Good lord.
Wow.
Damage exceeds hit points by 1. Why would you tell me that, Fantasy Grounds?
Oh man.
Oh my god. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
That's a new record for damage absorbed in a single hit.
Vrisdan, this thing came out of left field for you and totally hucked onto your shoulder, and you're currently on the ground, unable to do anything.
Phew. There goes our healer.
Wow.
Y'all got this.
I did not think that was gonna happen. Those things are deadly. That's why I only did one. The Maw Demon, under such pain, moves away from you, Futon. And you can do an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Good lord.
It continues to move away.
I think I'm really shocked now, especially since I just saw someone go down right next to me in one go.
Okay. Let's see here. The Bulezao, which is what this creature is, makes a standing leap where he jumps away from you, Goji.
Oh shit.
And if you choose to, you can use your reaction to attack it from your position with a disadvantage.
I would like to do that. With the disadvantage, you said?
Yeah, because you're on your knees at the moment.
Okay. Oh, let's see. Click that. Come on, game. Come on. There we go. Aha! Oh, it's still a miss, though.
Still missed.
Alright. Mike's trying. He's trying to give us extra attacks.
I've tried. I'm trying so hard. Goji, it is your turn.
Okay. Having seen our companion Vrisdan get completely fucking dropped by that Vargwheel, Goji is going to move. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here, and using her bonus ability, she's going to switch to her crossbow. And then, targeting the barbed wheel, she's going to fire. Hang on. Miss. Fuck. Okay, assuming that since that wasn't a critical miss, now I can use, what is it called? Action Surge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to do the, let's see. So I can get my movement back too, right? I think.
Does it say movement?
Oh, let me look.
What's up?
I'm reading
Action
Action
Surge.
Surge. Start. You can push yourself beyond your normal limits for a moment. On your turn, you can take one additional action. Ah, okay. So I can't move. Got it. All right. Sorry.
Wouldn't movement be an action though?
Yeah, but I want to actually
could
attack
Dash
again.
if you wanted to move more, but
I want to attack again. Same deal. I'm still targeting the barbed wheel. Oh, get bent.
Wow.
blow this thing away.
Okay.
Shotgun crossbow.
Do superiority dice only apply to my club, or can I do
No.
them with any weapon?
You can use it with any weapon.
Okay, then I want to use superiority dice and try to, let's see, what would make more sense. I forget what. God damn it! I should have memorized all this shit. Sorry, give me one moment. I'll be right with you. I feel like I'm talking to somebody in a department store or something. Stand by, stand by, stand by. This is going to be a... Let's see, I guess it wouldn't make sense to be able to trip it since it's flying. So it's just a menacing attack. Let's see. There we go. Menacing attack. So it's a... has to save against wisdom, I think?
Oh my god, I forget your third level.
Yeah.
You got all your cool fancy shit.
Yeah. I just have to fucking hit.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I haven't been able to use them very much because if I hit, I usually end up killing it. And I don't get to use it.
Okay, so it's a 12.
What's my... How do I determine?
8 plus your proficiency, so 10, and then plus your choice between strength and dexterity.
Strength would be 6. Sorry, nope, 4.
Either
So your
way,
total's-
it's
it has to beat a 14.
No, it has to be the 12.
Yeah.
Because
Does
the
it?
thing's minus
So it
2.
was 10 plus 4, so I would have 14 then, right? So
Yeah.
Oh?
fail?
The creature's roll is 12 because it's got minus 2 wisdom.
Yeah,
Uh,
and it has to beat a 14.
oh, okay, I
Yeah.
misunderstood.
So it rolled a 12. It had to beat a 14, so it failed, and
Right.
it is now menaced by me until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Wait,
So one thing that
wait. Sorry, wait.
Yeah.
If something's scared of Goji, I feel like you have to play the audio. I'm
For
sorry.
sure.
Okay,
I
go
okay,
ahead.
so before we continue,
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking about this, and for some reason, only Goji has 5 temper HP. But didn't you give that to everybody?
Mine got
No, I
taken
haven't.
off.
You did.
I just took that much damage.
Yeah,
No,
mine
you
got
took
taken off from the
27,
damage.
right? How much damage did you take total?
I took,
Tristan?
it looks like,
Like
it says 33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
It
Okay,
did
never mind.
33, but I absorbed some amount of it apparently, and it did 28, which is
I would-
enough. Oh,
I was
that's
trying
what.
to help.
Aha, that's what partially absorbed means. It The aid took
Aid,
those
yeah.
extra.
It was
damage.
the same with Futon. Futon took 7
Mhm.
damage,
Yeah.
but he's only got 2 reflected because he
Okay.
absorbed 5 in the aid.
All right.
Well,
I was
that's
trying to
not
help. I was trying to help you out
bad. No, I don't want help. I play the dice game for the dice to do their thing.
for the dice.
We're gonna win this fucking thing, I can tell.
Mm. All right, Futon, go ahead.
Try and finish this thing off.
Good luck, buddy. God damn! Futon, did you forget your glasses or something?
Here we go.
I was gonna say, what exactly does menace do? Maybe that would have done.
Only
something
it
to
makes it
Menace.
afraid of me, frightened
Oh,
of
okay.
me, but not anybody else.
Okay. This thing's barely alive. So, Futon, do you want to do anything else?
Fuck, I wish we had a Vrisdan right now.
Gargle, gargle.
You there, Adam?
Yeah, I'm just looking. Yeah, I'll do some.
Ooh. Oh, it's saved.
Wow.
Damn.
Do it twice. What was that one? I think I'll do it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I only do it once. And if I pass, then I'll do 2 attacks, but it failed, so I can't do anything.
All right. This creature, after being knocked off Vrisdan's shoulder by the bolt and then getting smacked by Futon, it will start to try to fly away to survive. Futon, you can give opportunity attack if you want.
No.
God
No.
damn.
It flies up and away.
Futon is
Get the hell
single-handedly
away.
gonna get us all killed.
Oh man.
That's nuts, man.
The Maw Demon will proceed to get away from its opponents and marches towards Goji instead. And the Blue Lazao will roam back up northward, and as it reaches the edge of the crater, it spasms in pain once more. And in that pain, the air around it shimmers, and another mane appears. But when it does so,
It spawns over the cliff?
It spawns over the cliff and falls down to its death.
Yes! Take that, you idiot demon. That's pretty fun. I like that. That's great. Oh, yeah!
I'm goaded with the sauce. Hi, good morning. Good morning. What have I missed?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Who am I killing today?
Everybody but yourself.
Sorry, Futon.
Wow. What a roll.
Who do you want me to hit?
Uh,
Vrisdan groggily wakes up, blood coming down from his nose from that bite. And he just slaps Futon on the thigh a couple times as he stands up and waits for Futon to point at someone.
As he's slapping, he's going, I heard no bell.
Well, I guess I'll point over that more demon near Goji.
Perfect. Why do I have advantage?
Why do you
I
have
guess I have advantage. I have no idea why I have advantage.
Guiding Bolt was still active on the... Oh, no, you were casting
That's a
Guiding Bolt.
disadvantage.
Oh, because you're
Oh,
prone.
it's disadvantage. Okay. Oh, why am I prone? No,
Because
I
you
stood
were
up.
on
Just stood up.
Did you
I
stand up?
described standing up. I
Mhm.
stood up. I
Oh,
said I
Tap.
stood up. You have to remove
Yeah.
the.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
wait. It didn't remove unconscious and prone from me because I'm unconscious, but it
It
did give
should
me
have
the one hit
automatically.
back.
Yeah. As soon as
should
you roll a critical. Oh no, I guess that doesn't. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll it again.
That would be pretty funny though if you like woke up and tried to cast
Just
something from your
still
back.
on the ground.
Yeah.
Face in the dirt. I just raise my hand and sort of look in that or aim it in that direction. There we go.
Oh, it's super
Oof,
dead.
Ouch.
Oh.
That is dead now.
Damn.
From his torpor and imminent death, Vrisdan makes a comeback, stands up, and shoots this laser bolt of pure spite at the Maw Demon,
Oof.
causing it to lose its third and final eye stalk and slumping down in death.
Man, it's just a blood stain
All right.
now.
I can see another one in that room. You got it, right, Futon? That's my turn.
And that Vork wheel is
Goji.
still kicking, huh? Fucking shit.
Yeah, it got away partially.
All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
It got in a good hit and said,
4.
"Nope, I'm done."
5, 6.
Oh, you can count to 6.
Yep.
I'm proud of you.
All right. Fulminating. Oh, I used my bonus action to switch to my fulminating club, and then. Come on, dice. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm trying to grab it from my my bar here, but it's not working. Oh, there we go.
Just click from the bar.
Yeah, no, I was repeatedly, and it wasn't taking.
That's a hit.
Okay, I am rolling damage, and I'm also gonna do Thunderstruck. But damage first.
I don't think you can do Thunderstruck because you used your bonus.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I had to switch weapons. Okay, then I do 8 damage to it, and I end my turn huffing and puffing in its face.
Futon, it is your turn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That demon
I'm gonna move
falling
up
down
here.
is funny.
I can't get close enough. So I just
Throw a
want to
dart.
square out if I. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
There we
There you
go.
go.
That's the futon we know.
You don't need to do damage. It had
Okay.
1 HP left. It had 1 HP left.
Do a damage roll anyway, just so we know what you would have rolled, because I'm keeping track of all this stuff. Okay.
Make a
Wow.
mess.
You practically popped the head.
I'll use the rest of my movement. I think I'm moving like I can move once, but get a bit close to everyone.
Mhm.
Okay. The Bulizao, now that it's actually been attacked. Okay, let me look at this real quick.
Oh, damn it. I was thinking superiority die also count as a bonus action, but they don't. I could have used... Oh, shit.
Okay.
I got fixated
So
on...
you saved.
Yay! Phew! What was it trying to do to me?
It was trying to do rotting presence since you're within 30 feet of it.
Oh,
That's a hit.
yeah, that's a hit. I can absorb it with my 35 hit points. Or no, it's only 30 now. 29 now.
Okay, I'll just say that since that was partially absorbed, that you won't have to deal with the secondary effect.
All right, sure.
Having taken a full round of watching the rest of y'all do things, my ouchies are starting to ouchie.
Poor Vrisdan is hurting.
It's already 5:06, so if you guys want to stop here and continue afterwards, we can, or we just finish this.
I think we can finish this unless somebody really needs to get to the potty or something.
I'm good.
No.
Okay.
I'm a big boy. I can hold it. Plus, I got my Pampers on.
That's the way to play. You're a real gamer.
I mean, it wasn't used already?
Nope, not yet.
Hell yeah.
Me when I've guiding my ball.
Damn.
Effects.
Boom!
What
Quickest
is that?
turn in the land.
Grant have. What is that? What are the effects listed under the Bulazao in the combat tracker? Advantage? Oh,
Grant advantage
yeah,
attack.
got it.
Guiding bolt when it hits, it does damage, and if the thing survives, which has not happened so far, the next attack against it has advantage. So
All right, here we go.
hit it hard.
Well, not that
Well, it's a
hard,
hit.
but it
Or
hit.
hardly hit it.
Depending on damage, I'll use a superiority die here.
Nice.
Or do I use Thunderstruck? I think I want to use Thunderstruck. I haven't gotten to do it yet.
You can't do both?
Oh, I guess I could. Yeah, I could. Because my superiority die do not require a bonus action. I gotta keep reminding myself of that. Alright, then I'm gonna do... What do you think? Trip attack? That sounds fun. Let's try trip attack.
It's pretty close to that, what's it called?
So it's gotta do a strength save against trip attack.
Oh, right.
I would shove it if I could. Yeah, oh, that's what I should have done. I should have moved over and tried to shove it.
Okay.
Do you still have action surge?
No, I used it.
Oh, damn.
What was your base thing again for your strength?
14?
It has to beat a 14.
Yeah, then no, it's not going to beat that.
Okay, it is knocked prone then.
Okay, let me just...
We're just passing the advantage along. Pay it forward with advantage attacks.
Okay. And did you want to do Thunderstruck?
Yeah, that sounds fun. I don't remember how I actually do it though.
Let's see.
I know it's listed on my weapons abilities, but I don't know if there's something I can select from and actually roll a die.
I expect these to be tricky, not burden.
What the hell is my action? There we go. 3 charges of Thunderstruck, regains deal. Okay. As a bonus action, after the Great Club strikes an opponent, the wielder may force the lightning in the weapon to resound in the target's mind. Target has to pass a DC 10 Constitution check, or they become stunned for 12 seconds.
So yeah,
It beat it! Damn it. Alright, well, at least it's prone.
Can't win them all.
And now I only have
But
2
hopefully one day,
Thunderstrucks
Goji, you
left.
can win some.
Alright, that is my turn then.
I'm gonna get closer. I think I can get to there. Try to throw a bolt at it. Dart, I mean.
I don't know what I did to this hot chocolate, but it's developed into like chocolate pudding.
That's not bad.
I think I just did too much milk.
Oh, I missed
just
anyway.
for the amount of milk.
Why did you
in
have
it.
disadvantage on that one?
Oh,
Was
because
it
it's prone.
disadvantage?
Prone for range attacks gives you disadvantage because you're
Oh,
trying to hit,
Oh.
ducking down and hiding in
Oh.
show.
That sucks. Sorry, dude. I shouldn't have knocked it prone.
See what
Yeah,
you
sure.
did,
I'm gonna
man?
take a ranged attack too. Damn.
I just made it so that
Ben.
I'm the only one who can kill it.
Goji's like, you got yours. I want
I'm not close
mine.
enough.
How are you two doing? Are you two hurting like I'm hurting? Not even close.
No,
okay.
I'm good.
Not even close, dude.
I feel
You
like
are
I'm
definitely the worst off.
I'm fresh as a summer day.
1 damage, 2 damage. I'm at 1 health.
Yep.
Alright. Well, it'd be like that.
And it was poison damage too, so I'm sure it's still burning your veins a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be all new shades of black and blue at the end of this. You thought you seen a dark elf before. Wait until you see what poison does to us. It ain't pretty.
Okay. So I use half my movement to stand back up,
Mm-hmm.
and since you're still within 30 feet, it
Womp
doesn't.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Wow. So you take 3 damage, and now
Oh shit. Lucky that missed.
oh, it's because I still had it prone. Oh well, whatever.
Well, no, use the 11 then. You could.
No, 11 would still miss your AC anyways.
Oh, all right. Do you want to take prone off then? So Vrisdan can guide
Yeah,
and bolt
you're
it?
right.
I'm not using guiding bolt. I've only got 1 spell slot left.
Well, it can
I've been fucking
can range whatever.
spending them out like
attack
there's
it.
no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I'll do. Go ahead, if you have a reaction still left, you can give an opportunity of attack because he's gonna do another standing leap.
It is a brand new round, right? So yeah, I think I'd have an action, reaction rather. I'm sorry. All right, club, don't let me down. Hell yeah.
That hits.
Bomb. Kill it.
Give it a small pop. Oof.
Damn, partially resisted.
With that hit, you knock it off course, and
Off
it-
course.
instead of going towards the hole that I could see across the way, it lands here instead. And as it lands, you see another shift of light, and the Bulazao briefly disappears from your view and appears here instead.
Fucking hell. Okay.
And as it comes
Is it on
out
top of the mushroom or is it under it?
Let's go fun and say it's on top of the mushroom.
Hell yeah, that is.
How many
fun.
feet in the air would that be, roughly?
About 7 feet high.
Oh, okay. That's where its feet are, 7 feet high.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as it swaggers along the motion of the mushroom that it landed on, the creature is in evident pain, not from the damage you guys have dealt, but for whatever is happening to it. And it is your turn, Vrisdan.
It's my turn. Sorry, I have to read these drow bolts again. If it's doing necrotic, I feel like poison's not going to do much to it, so I'm going to save those still. 40. Let's go ahead. Stop using cleric spells. Let's use a drow spell. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on it.
Okay.
It's fine. Even faster, fastest turn in the west. Let's
Alright. So I am probably not able to reach it with my club if I was to walk right up to it from underneath the mushroom, right?
I will say that the mushroom next to it is at a height where you could dump on it if you chose to.
Okay, would that require a bonus action or part of my motion? My movement?
Part of your motion.
Okay, so let's see. If I went 1, 2, 3, jump! So 3 would be half my motion, and then the jump would be the other half my motion?
Yeah,
Movement?
let's go with that.
I don't know why I
That
keep
sounds
saying motion.
good.
Motion in
sounds
the
good.
ocean.
You got motion.
Alright.
With the lotion.
With the club,
When you say motion, I imagine Goji.
God damn. That's the end of my turn.
Too busy dancing to fight. I'd be like that. I've been there.
Too busy concerned about my motion. That's my second critical fail this game, this combat. That's crazy.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back almost.
Almost.
Okay, here's what we'll do. With that critical miss, you completely whiff on your attack again. But your trajectory makes you land on the mushroom full bodied and you're lying on top of it. But the motion that occurs from that causes the Bulazao, who's already in a precarious position, to bounce off the mushroom, and it is now at the crater hanging from the ledge.
Whoa.
But you're prone on the mushroom.
I'm prone. Okay. Fair trade.
Okay.
That's my turn, I guess.
Turn.
Yeah. Oh man. Next time we're at a healer, we're getting Futon's eyes checked. Actually, Goji should get her eyes checked too, frankly.
Yeah, it's not just him.
Yeah.
At the end of this combat, if we're going to take a little break, would someone mind hanging around for just a second so I can test something?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
I don't know if you know, but you're muted at the moment, Futon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm just looking. I think that's all I've got, really.
Okay. Do you want to move?
Oh, yeah, I should move closer. I was looking, I could double my jump, but it still wouldn't make it across. So, think about there.
Okay. And I believe you said that you have nothing. Okay. The Bulazao is going to move, use half its movement to crawl back out, and it will move up this way, actually, and downward. And it cannot do anything else, but...
Oh no, it's gonna spawn!
Wait, you're not... Oh, wait. You are within 30 feet. And... Goji and Vrisdan, give me a Constitution saving roll.
You got it.
Oop, almost pressed the wrong one. Here we go.
You need to be
Nice,
a
nice.
13.
Oh, baby! I did.
Oh god.
Goji!
At least it wasn't a 1 this time.
Goji takes...
If you
6
get better by that amount every time, it'll only take a couple more rolls before you get a 20.
That's how this
Vrisdan,
game
it is
works,
your
right?
turn. Yeah, it works just like
Yeah,
that.
every
Yes.
failed roll gives you a +1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Get back in your hole.
I got a basket just for
Oh god.
All right. No. We're good. Because
No, you guys, this
I-
is the most uber cleric. Don't worry.
I'm using my channel divinity. When you make an attack roll, which that spell was, you can use your channel divinity to gain a +10 to the roll. So it does a 16
Oh.
hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Jesus.
Wonderful. Because I'm all out of first level spell slots, I'm using a second level. So this gets another d6 after all of these ones. Not that
It
it
is
needs it.
Jesus.
All right. How does this kill go?
As it crawls back up from hanging off the edge of the cliff and lets off this noxious aura that it has, Vrisdan breathes it in deeply and runs to intercept him and
Wow.
holds a single hand out, and it glows that purplish pink color he had earlier. And as I said, he says, "Get back in that pit." And he lets off a even larger, brighter guiding bolt that Goji, being as close as she is, can maybe hear it whiz by like a bullet.
She's blinded by it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it blasts this scorching radiance across the Bulazal's chest.
Damn.
Oh, okay. And I'll say that it staggers to the very edge and slumps in death. And as it slumps, you see a glint coming from the cavity within the chest that you just made.
Ooh.
And let us say that this is where we break.
Okay.
Sure.
Damn.
Mm.
That was a bitch of combat, and I think it was mostly because we just kept missing all the time. Oh my god. I feel
So,
like
I
it
think I've
was,
got one hit in.
it was a pretty doable fight if we would have missed maybe
Mhm.
half the times we actually did.
Well,
Wow.
here's my lesson. I am never using those flying heads again because I didn't think one would be that much of a
Those
wreck,
guys are
dude.
fuckers, yeah. If it hadn't been a critical, it probably would have been fine. But
Yeah,
I
but
probably could have
there you
taken
go.
two of them if it wasn't a crit.
yeah.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Let's take a break, and Max is doing a test real quick. Okay. Well, from what happened last time, you guys all got 425 XP.
Hot damn.
Most of it was from the goat man.
Sorry, how much?
425.
Marked down, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And assuming that you guys, as you are recovering yourselves and taking stock of everything, assuming that you're doing that, you go around the cavern, looting all that you can, checking into that little storeroom. You find an additional 350 gold, as well as foodstuffs, some minor gear, and I'm guessing, Vrisdan, you move forward to the goat man for your own claim of the kill, correct?
Sure, yeah. Well, now I want to see. You said his chest started glowing.
It was indeed. As you approach, you feel a kind of wrongness, one that neither you nor Goji could really discern in the heat of combat. And as you get closer, you tell that it is indeed coming from this creature that somehow, in spite of the fact that you are currently in the phase res, is capable of teleportation and even causing demons to appear. And as you look down upon it, in the hole of where its chest used to be, you can see a sliver of glinting material poking out through its flesh. And could you give me an Arcana roll, please?
I sure can. Sorry, as soon as I'm done looking at something.
Take your
Okay.
time.
Yeah. Can I guidance myself first?
Sure.
Cool. I'm not even going to bother applying the effect because it doesn't actually add the die, so I'll just add the d4 all on my own after. So that's a 17.
Okay. You can tell that the sense of wrongness is not coming from the creature itself, but what is lying within it that is glinting. And as your hand comes closer to it, it comes to feel more like the demon creatures that you've been encountering, but on a more ethereal level. Do you choose to remove it from within the body?
Yeah, I'll sort of steady him with my hand on his shoulder, and I'll use the back claw of my warhammer to sort of pry open his chest and let whatever it is fall out in front of me.
Okay.
obviously facing away from the giant pit in the floor.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call.
Thank you.
As you do so, the crystal, as it appears, comes out of the body of the goat demon and plots down on the ground, and it looks like a very sharp-looking crystal of 4 sides on a flat plane, and it glows in a bright red hue, much as like to blood itself, but in a brighter sense. And from it, you can sense this menacing aura of demon energy as you can perceive it to be. As you gaze into it, you do not feel like anything would immediately happen, but from your own instincts, you can tell that this may be the source of the demon spawns.
Well, Vrisdan considers just dropping it on the floor and trying to shatter it right away, but in his condition, he thinks better of that. And he'll sort of mumble at his 2 compatriots and then just wander off and lay down.
We take a shortcut back through that rubble.
Okay.
So I presume then you left the thing on the ground?
Yeah, just the body and the crystal on the ground.
Okay. Then Goji's going to walk over to the crystal and wrap it up in something, a fragment of a shirt, or maybe the leftover dressing that we didn't use when we were wrapping up the drow's hand from previous. She's going to wrap it in some little scrap of cloth and stick it in her bag. And she's not trying to keep it a secret. She's, assuming Vrisdan and Futon see her do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, really quick, I propose if there was 350 gold, I propose Goji and Futon take 100 of it, and Vrisdan gets 150 for getting his ass kicked with poison damage.
Sure.
Okay.
I think at this point, whenever you give Vrisdan money, he's like, I have no need for this much. If you can think of something to spend it on, keep it for yourself. Otherwise, I'll just hold on to it for now.
Well, then, yeah, next time we're at a vendor, Goji will keep that in mind.
Sure.
As you all discuss how you divvy up the loot, Futon, you said you were going to the little crumbled passage?
I was just suggesting the way we can go out.
As you all go through what you found, including the gold, amongst one of the bodies of the recently deceased, particularly the drow you didn't kick into the hole, you find a special seeming belt. And as you remove it from the body, you see that it actually has a rune of dwarven design in the Dethic language that you all can read, and upon it, it literally says dwarf. And it seems to be a belt of special meaning, possibly even power.
This was Futon that found the belt, is that right?
Sure, yeah. Futon found a belt of seemingly dwarven make and seemingly of significance.
Yeah. Well, I'll show the others it and then put it in the bag.
Okay.
Is it a belt that gets worn around your waist, or is it a belt you wear over your shoulder like you just won WrestleMania?
How big are you, Futon? Like
fucking huge.
Are you like a skinny human? Are you just a lithe one, or are you actually a built monk?
When I look at that face, I see a bro who lifts.
I mean, true.
Yeah.
Futon's got
Yeah.
crazy
if we
ass
go by
chiseled jawline there.
if we go by that, it would go along his waist, snugly.
Okay.
Shall I put it
Okay.
on?
If you want to, or you can put it in your bag.
I'm asking if they ever suggest it.
Is there someone we know that could identify it for you? A Deckard
Actually,
Cain,
it might
if
be
you
a
will?
trap.
Yeah.
You've got your Dwarven Smith. What made your club?
Oh yeah. When's the next time we get to see him though? That might be a while.
I bet if we bring it back to the city, I'm sure.
Somebody there can identify it for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stays in my bag then.
Yeah. Go ahead and put it in there and label it as something like dwarven belt or something.
Goji is at the edge of this pit here. She just wants to get a good look down over the edge and see if she can identify the drow body that she shoved down there.
You look down, and just under the shadow of the biggest mushroom, you can see the corpse of the drow that you kicked in there.
Okay.
But the way that you see it is that you can't even see the head due to the fact that it's underneath the rest of the body.
Yeah. She was kind of thinking, like, oh, what if I tie a rope off and climb down there? But it's just way too much work. I think we're going to skip that idea. Well, anything else we want to do down here?
Do you
No.
do you rest before you head back?
Oh, yeah, let's
maybe.
rest. Yeah, we got our asses kicked.
Should we
Yeah.
go back to that drow woman before we rest instead of giving her like a whole hour to
Yeah.
make her escape or whatever? Or
True.
are we fine if she turns herself loose?
No, let's go back. I think we can risk... I mean, I guess it's up to Vrisdan. Vrisdan's the one who got his ass kicked the hardest.
Yeah,
I can-
back to her.
Okay. As you make your exit from the cavern, as you walk by.
Real
with
quick,
the-
sorry. Goji, you took the crystal after you wrapped it up
Yeah.
with the thing and everything?
Yep,
right?
it's in a
Okay,
bag. My
Just
bag.
Okay.
wanted to make sure.
Goji, as you walk past one of the dwarven Duergar corpses that
Mhm.
are on the ground,
Oh, yeah.
the one that still has a head starts to shake from the head itself, and you can
Oh,
see
fucking no fucking way.
protrusions.
Nope.
Coming
Stop
up
it.
from the
Stop it.
side.
Stop it.
But as you run, literally haul ass away from the body, it stops making its motions and.
Oh, no, I was hauling ass toward the body to stop it. Stop it.
Oh, you're hauling ass too, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I was going to
Oh,
stop on it.
yeah, all of us. Let's stomp on it.
Vrisdan
Yeah,
just
man.
fell down the pit.
Vrisdan fell down.
Okay. Yeah, you rush towards the body that is seemingly coming back to life from the head itself, and as you reach it, you smash all three heels upon
I'm
it.
not kicking it.
Sure.
Vrisdan's
Two.
just watching. And
It's 3
smiling.
heels. It's 1 of Futon's and 2 of Goji's.
There you go. You're full, both legs.
There's a
Yeah,
full leap
she
from
laid down on the
Futon.
ground. She laid
Goji
down on
from
the
the side, just kicking away, and you manage to stop this gargoyle from spawning. And you get another. Futon and Goji.
Mhm.
You get. Let me see here. You each get 100 XP.
Sweet. Should have gotten in on that
And-
stomping action, Vrisdan.
Right? Honestly,
I
I
had no
wasn't
idea.
gonna make. Yeah, honestly, I wasn't gonna make it spawn at all as soon as you guys walked away.
That's pretty. I mean, I should have put 2 and 2 together when one of the corpses was headless and there was one Varg Veal, but I didn't. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
All right.
And you all roam back
Through the
towards
rubble and over the river to the 9-fingered drow we go.
Okay.
I'm out of here.
As you reach the cavern where you had last left the drow, you enter it and you see that in fact the drow is there no longer, and all you see is frayed ropes.
Uh-oh. Somebody's gonna
And-
spoil our presents.
And along the rock formations where you left her, you see that there has been scrape marks up and alongst it. Possibly how she managed to cut the ropes.
Did she take the food and the water?
No, she left the food.
Oh,
and
good.
water.
I'm taking the food and the water back.
And that's it.
That
Do you
little
choose
trollop,
to-
Goji says.
Do you choose to like go ahead and take a long rest?
Yeah, let's
now,
rest
or
now. I think
head
that's
back
a
to the
good idea.
city.
I
Okay.
think probably advisable to rest here, do you think? Just in case? Vrisdan's
Yes.
hanging on by a thread.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
hmm
Okay.
Nothing that a good nap can't fix. Am I right? Am I right, boys and girls?
Good 36-hour nap.
Alrighty. So now, after your long rest, you all presumably go back to the city. You make your way through to the tunnels, and as you go, you notice that the Fey res that you had been witnessing recently is diminished in its intensity as you go away from where you were. However, as you travel, the places where you once had traveled through now has some minor effects of Fey res, seemingly traveling with you.
Yeah. On that note, I neglected to mention. Maybe we shouldn't bring this into the city. Maybe if Goji, you want to hang out outside of the city. Just seems like a bad thing to bring around. People might get a little nervous.
Yeah,
You
but
want to
then,
hang out.
it was Grim Herald, High Priest Grim Herald, Gloom dude who sent us off to do this. Wouldn't he want to see this?
Well,
Or are you
that was
saying
my-
we should hang out? I should
two
hang
of
out
us
here.
could go and get him. And be like, hey, I
Ah.
don't know if you wanted this, among a
Wise.
large populace of people.
I love that this Vrisdan guy's in our party. He's so smart. Okay, yeah. Assuming that I'm not stuck in some cold, dank cavern by myself, and I'm actually pretty near the city gates, within sight of a guard or something.
Yeah, sure. Just like
Yeah, I'll
a good
hang out
couple
here.
yards away.
She gnaws on that bread that we left for the drow that the drow didn't eat, and she's just gonna hang out. She's gonna she's got a coin in her pocket. She's gonna keep flipping it while she waits for you guys.
Okay.
Vrisdan looks through his bag to see what kind of trinkets he have that could act as a stim toy for Goji to keep him occupied.
Just as a point of warning, one thing about my character is that I do fidget with things when I'm bored, but I also have
There
a
we
habit
go.
I do have a habit of breaking them. So if it's something you care about,
Oh. Have
Make sure
the
to
hand
not
crossbow.
don't give her the spinner. Just don't give her the fidget spinner.
Yeah,
I'll come back.
I'll
in
give you the
pieces.
glow stones, and you can,
Oh yeah, I'll
pause
practice
them around and
juggling.
watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I'll let you decide how many of those are broken when I come back.
Sure.
How many fragments are against the wall and everything?
You won't find any
I mean,
fragments.
if you break a glowstone, I
kick 'em
feel
all
like you
down the
just
hall.
have 2 glowstones now, right?
True.
Yeah, they'll just be smaller. That's all. No worries. Okay. So the two of you enter the city, assumingly not giving any explanation why you returned with one less companion. Possibly they died. That's a thing that commonly happens in the Underdark.
Mm.
And the guard stationed there looking for your return and takes nod of your return and guides you to the chapel, the church of the priest of Laduger, and you are permitted to see the Grim Herald. And assuming that you all explained to him what happened, you managed to convince him to accompany you, and he joins your retinue along with 10 other Durgar serving as bodyguards for his person. And you eventually reach back to where Goji's awaiting you. And Give me a D4 roll, Goji.
D4.
A D4.
Mm-hmm. On it.
Ready.
Oh god.
As you approach with Grim Herald behind you and his retinue of bodyguards, you manage to make it to the point where Goji was not aware with you until you're right next to her. And when she finally notices, the spasms her spinning of the glowstone hard enough to fly out of her hand and smashed it against the wall.
I got
And
startled.
Goji is so shamefaced and looks to Vrisdan and says, "I only broke one of them."
It's okay.
I warned you. I told you that I might break it.
It's fine.
Okay. We're cool.
Honestly, I appreciate you warning me beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Grim Herald, after your little conversation, addresses Goji and inquires about what you found.
This thing here in my bag. And when she says that, she pulls out the wrapped up piece of cloth, holds it out in one hand, and with the other hand unwraps the cloth and reveals the crystal.
The high priest of Lurgor looks upon the crystal and immediately flinches away from you and says, "I want you to put that down on the ground immediately."
Okay. Goji slowly and carefully puts it down on the ground and takes about 6 steps backwards.
The priest turns to one of his bodyguards and motions with his head and says, "Smash it now." And the guard moves forward, takes out his war club, and smashes the crystal to smithereens.
Sweet.
And Vrisdan, the feeling of demonic taint that you could feel whenever near this crystal, it's no longer there, and it seems to dissipate.
All right.
The Grim Herald then turns to you three and says, "Well done, and I thank you for completing this task without bringing this thing into the city itself. You
Good
shall
thing
be."
you remembered that, Vrisdan.
Yeah, thank you. I thought it, and then I didn't say it. And I don't know why I didn't say it. It's not like I replaced thought with another.
Mm-hmm.
I just went empty head mode.
Okay. The Grim Herald continues what he's saying. You should be well compensated for this act for the city of Preston.
Lillard, 5 to shoot.
Only go see
A minute and a half to play. That's a bomb!
lawyer. And I assume whatever test he further has for you will be given to you. And as he turns away from you, he reconsiders and he says, "In fact, you've done so well with this after what I've heard. I will go ahead and send messages to the guards of the Stone King, of the Stone Guard, and give them permission to give them word to give you permission to have free reign of the southern part of the city."
Woo! All right.
And he gives a nod and has his bodyguards turn around and lead him back to his church.
Sweet. Well, job well done, huh, gang?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good work.
Indeed.
Feels like a celebratory song isn't called for there. Yeah, that got me. That took me by surprise. Do we want to do any trading within the city, or shall we go look up those undead up north? Anybody got anything they want to unload?
We got a lot of cash and
Got a lot
only
of
one
cash.
healer. What are the
True.
odds we find healing potions in the city?
I would say they might be pretty good.
Also, let's keep our eyes out for a single sexy single sexy man. That was a Freudian
Single
slip.
sexy elf is right here. Hello.
No,
single,
no.
single sexy
make me
dwarf
rewrite it.
slave.
I will say that if you recall, Alec did inform you that if you want any reward for either of the two missions that were assigned to you, you need to return to her.
Okay. Do you think we should? Yeah, let's return to Alec and at least let her know about the demon thing and check in with a vendor and see if we can't find some healing aids, and then reconsider from there.
They might be able to help us find one as well.
True.
Might
Yeah,
know.
Alaric would be the first place to check. Yes, I think that's what we're proposing.
Okay. And
Check in with Alaric.
since it's been a bit, as for the whole sexy elf dwarf thing, you do recall that Alaric mentioned that the drow who live within the Laudagor's Furrow, the big canyon that splits the city, is located there.
Yes.
Did you choose to search for them?
Yeah. Is it something that we, like, if we're crossing a bridge and we look down from above, would we be able to identify somebody from that distance, or would we have to actually get down there and, shake hands with people and say, "Hi, we're looking for a dwarven slave," blah blah blah?
You definitely won't tell anything from a bridge.
Okay.
And I don't know how well. Hello, we're looking for a dwarf slave. We'll go if you choose to use that method.
Okay. I'll follow Vrisdan's lead. He seems to know more about the Underdark than I do. Even if not much.
Okay, so you enter the city once more, and as the priest promised, he made the ones at the very least at the gate aware that you're free to roam as you please. I don't know how well it would go if you choose to go within certain locations, but we'll cross that bridge as it goes. And you roam back northward through the city itself towards the Dark Lake District and find yourselves once more at the Last Sea Bar. And as you enter and...
Another drinking song? Is there a drinking song?
Not one that I prepared.
Oh, okay. We'll just imagine that they're singing the same one we heard before.
Yeah, it's continuing. It hasn't stopped. They're using the exact same
These guys
words.
are having a fucking 3-day party.
They love this song so much. You go through the patrons and find the table once more where you first found Alaric. But as you approach the table, you find that Alaric is not there, nor is another of the members. What was his flipping name?
Erdag? Benzo?
Bunzo. You do not see Bunzo either.
Benzo.
He's turned to a drug dealer. Hey, if you need anything, go see Benzo. He's got everything you want.
Right.
Uppers, downers.
You do not see Alaric nor Bunzo.
Sidewayzers.
You do still.
Sorry. We're sorry, Mike. We're being children.
No, it's fine. This is part of D&D. You see instead that Manny is sitting away, facing away from you, and that Ordag does see your approach and very cheerily waves you and greets you and beckons you to come closer.
We're walking right up. Sidle right up to the table.
Welcome back, guys. I see you came back from some task, no?
Yeah. Goji's excited. She's telling him about the demon crystal embedded in the goat body and the freaking Vorg wheel that almost killed poor Vrisdan, and Futon having a hard time for a little bit there at the end, but also he caught all those projectiles that one time, so he could go off at any moment. She's rambling right now because she's a little nervous being around Erdag. Where's Alaric?
Well, Alaric is unfortunately not here, considering that she decided to chase down that stupid drow that first captured us. Ever since you guys told us about it, she's not been stopped thinking about the whole situation.
It was just her and Bunzo? Who else did she take with her?
No, just Bunzo. decided to leave us
Oh my
behind to
gosh.
make sure you guys had somebody to come to.
That's incredibly risky.
I don't know. We did warn her. In fact, many here didn't want her to go at all, but she felt she needed to. Ever since you told us, she went down to the slums, and from there has been tracking the drow's progress.
God, that's terrible.
But anyway, you're here for your reward, so I'm here to make sure you get it.
All right, we're
And
ready.
As he says that, he pulls out this big, hefty bag, and he says, 600 gold, all for you guys.
Holy shit.
Just, no worries, Max. And as he puts down this bag of gold, the universe itself speaks to you, and for completing this quest, you guys earn another 600 XP each.
I'm saying 200 each for gold, yeah?
No,
Even split?
Yeah, 200. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's level up.
600. Yeah, I'm at 2849 then. Shall we level now?
If you want to.
Is there anything critical that we need to talk to Erdeg? I mean, obviously we want to ask them, like, oh my gosh, where did Alaric go, and can we catch up with her, or, you know... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Well, do you want to level up first, or just continue on and level up later?
Let's,
What's the number again? 200?
200 gold for each, and 600 XP each.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
let's level up now, because otherwise I'll forget, and...
I think if
I
I
don't
hadn't
think-
gotten that little bit of XP I got, like, way back at the start,
mhm.
I think you guys would have leveled up without me right there, which would be fucking hilarious. That would have been so cool.
What are you at
God
right
damn.
now? What are you at right now?
I'm at 1667 before all the XP I've gained today.
Okay.
Big brain Mike here.
He knows what's up. Okay, let's see. Leveling up fighter
Oh,
to
it's just
4. When you reach
Not
4th
much,
level,
anyway.
you can increase 1 ability score of your choice by 2, or increase 2 ability scores of your choice by 1. Nothing can go above 20. Or I could choose a feat. Oh. Is there a list of feats anywhere? I'm just
I
gonna.
think Axel has a list of feet.
Oh, wow.
I'm just gonna go with the ability
Nice,
score.
nice.
That's fine.
Well, you could always click on feet and see what options come up.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's true. Nothing's committed until I commit.
Yeah,
Yes.
you haven't hit past that summary.
Here's a
window
list
yet.
of feet. Yeah. This is
That
X's
have
list
good
of feet.
picks at least.
Mhm. The top of the list just says feet slut, and then it says everything that you can choose.
Good lord. Oh my.
Mounted combatant. I mean, that would be crazy. No, I think I'm just gonna go with the ability score because that's easy, and I can
Ooh,
understand exactly where
I get
the
a new cantrip, it looks like.
benefits are.
Mhm. Yeah.
What am I
I
taking?
guess
the
I gotta
same.
Look and see what my scores are.
I do get a new cantrip. What do we need?
Hey, Pem,
What
Yeah.
do I have? I wish it didn't hide my
if you
character sheet
don't
from
know
me.
what attribute you want to do, my recommendation would be to go with your constitution because you got no bonus for that yet.
Yeah.
And each level up you get,
If you did a +1 to your strength and your con, they would both increase their modifier by 1.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
what I'll do.
because when you level up, it's your normal 10 plus your constitution score,
Right.
and you've got 0
And-
right now.
When your constitution score increases, you gain back all those extra bonuses you missed from prior levels. So you'll gain like 4 health right off the bat.
Ah,
That's
Mhm.
pretty
Okay.
neat.
commit.
Oh, I don't have that, do I? I'll take that. It's a good cantrip. Let's see. What spells
Yep,
do
you're
I have?
right. So strength is +5, constitution is +1 now. Cool.
+5. Damn. You're crazy with it.
Yeah, I
Okay,
got
let me
lucky
know
to-
when you
lucky
guys
enough to roll
actually
it.
level up.
19.
That way I can adjust your HP to have max.
I am
Sure.
hitting save right now.
I mean, I can do mine for you if you want, Mike. It's just +3 from what the software gives me by default.
I can do 2. Because I've got 3 at 15, which will increase 2 to 3. What's the monk's thing again?
Do I want to take an actually useful spell or a spell that I'm only going to use for roleplay?
Ooh.
Right?
Man,
I mean-
I would almost always say roleplay, but
We do a lot of role play,
we
honestly.
have gotten our ass kicked a couple
It's
times.
it's
recently.
strictly non-useful roleplay, Mike. I promise. It's basically just me.
No, I mean,
In
I'm
character.
saying, like, it's up to you how you want to do
Role
it.
play,
We
I
already
say
do a lot of
role
role play, so that spell would help you.
Well, I don't
roleplay,
think it would.
roleplay.
Is what I'm saying. I don't
It'll
think
be-
it helps even with roleplay.
It'll be way more fun.
It will be way more fun, so I'm
Yeah.
taking the roleplay spell.
There you go.
The rule of fun.
Pem,
hmm
with the level up and the fact that your constitution went up in modifier, you got 44 HP.
I see that. That's awesome. It's jumped from 37 to 44. It's actually a jump from 30 to 44. So sweet.
Pam, I don't know how you managed to biff leveling up before. I tried to commit it without hitting save because I forgot about it, and
Mhm.
it wouldn't even let me.
Oh,
Move
I don't
it.
know.
You
Somehow I
probably
was able to
clicked
do
the
it.
X on the window.
I mean, there's nothing can be idiot proof to my satisfaction. I can always
Futon, do you want
manage
me to
it.
do yours too, or you got it?
1 second. I'll get slow fall as well.
Oh, nice. Monking on that monk stuff.
Save.
38, and you were at 30.
Nice, Pam.
I'm just rolling.
You get 8 per level plus 3, so you would be at 41.
Pam, save all those good rolls for when we're playing the game.
And I am fuck it up. Oh yeah.
Okay. Anyway, as Urdag was saying, here's your reward.
Yeah.
As for Alaric, she already left like about 2 days ago. Not
2
too long after
days?
you guys left.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
never catch
you
up with
guys took like about a day to get there,
her. Yeah.
and then you rested 8 hours, and then rested another 8 hours after the big fight, and then a day to get back.
Okay. So not any realistic way we could catch up with her then.
Only if you've got a real good tracker. You would have to start from the slum and make your way through there.
Okay. We still got those undead to check out up north. Anything new on them that you've heard, or still the same old, same old?
We do hear that the attacks on the city itself have lessened. Only scouts that actually go out to try to find them have been assaulted by the undead. We do know that they seem to be sticking to a region near the water of Dark Lake, and it seems to be around where the old Outer City Tavern used to be.
Okay. Have you heard anything about the dwarf slave?
The dwarfs. Oh, the one Alaric was talking about.
Yeah.
No, but the only thing I do know is that the Darrow have him enslaved down in that pharaoh of theirs.
Okay. Anything?
He's probably
Didn't mean to cut you off, Urdag. Go ahead.
he's probably mining away down there with the rest of their slaves.
Okay. Hey, do you know of a vendor nearby, specifically somebody we could perhaps buy some healing from?
You mean a potions?
Yeah, something
you could
potable.
You can probably find it down the street to the right after you exit here. There's a potion shop down there.
Cool. All right. Well, Goji goes to give Meni and Erdag a high five, and then she turns for the door, assuming her companions are going to follow her.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You high five Many easily. You try not to hit her too hard.
Easily,
you
I guess
turn-
that figures.
When you turn to Erdag, he's such a big and buff motherfucker. So when you go to high five, give me a strength roll.
Oh shit. Saving or ability roll?
Just straight up strength roll.
Yeah.
You turn it from a goodbye high five to a test of strength, and
Yes.
you slam his hand so hard that you literally make him fumble over his chair. And as
Wow.
he falls, he laughs away and gives you a big old hug, a big old warrior hug, and sends you on your way.
It's awesome.
Yes, just that.
Erdag, you
Except-
son of a bitch.
And okay, you all march on over to the potion shop. If you go to the items menu and type in potions, it should give you all of the potions that are available, or not.
It's the combat tracker. Hang on.
It's under campaign, I think.
Oh, yep.
If it's that one.
Yeah, it's under campaign, potion of healing. There's potion of healing. You can type in potion of greater healing.
Yeah.
So I would say at cost it would be at the store they would charge you $250 for a potion of greater healing each. For potion of healing itself, they would charge you the normal 50 gold. So deduct from your gold amount however much you want to buy of those
Okay.
each, and add it to your inventory.
So a standard is 2d4 plus 2. What's a greater?
A potion of greater healing will do a 44 plus 4.
Okay, so basically double potion of healing.
Mm.
And
Only
the
got
greater
normal.
is 250.
Greater healing is 250 each. Yes.
Yeah. And I got 520 gold.
The good thing about having potions of healing, at the very least a minimum kind, is that you can give it to your unconscious friends who have 0 HP.
That's
Mhm.
true. Okay. Do we need to tell you how
if
many
there-
we're buying, or just as long as we know
No,
for ourselves?
I am trusting you to be able to keep manage of your own shit without me having to tear it down on you.
Can you add 4 potions of healing to my inventory, please, Mike? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Um,
I'm also going
If
to re-up
there's
on
any-
bolts, too.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
go
I
ahead.
should do that too.
Just type in bolts or arrows, and you should see the normal ones, and deduct however many gold from that. And if you just type in potion, you can see a bunch of different potions that are available. If you want any of those.
I've only got potion of healing available.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I've only got potion of
Oh.
healing available, too. But that's all I'm going to get, so that's fine.
Okay. Well, in the future, if you guys want to go through the books and see if there's any items or potions that you want, we can
Mhm.
go from there.
Where would the potions of healing be on our person, like during combat? On a belt? Like
Yeah,
how-
I'm sure
they're
that
not
by
in
now
our
you would have
bags, right?
I'm sure by now you would have found some like pouch that's like
Okay.
reinforced for especially for potions.
Got it. Okay. All right. Potions of healing, and then anything? Is there anything interesting with this vendor in terms of armor? Anything that stands out beyond just your normal,
Well, you're currently in a potions shop. so-
Oh, Goji's looking around
But-
for armor and is like, "What the
But
fuck?"
as you look around at other shops and look into where you can buy crossbow bolts and
Yeah, because I'm re-upping on
throwing
bolts. that's right.
daggers, you
Mhm.
see that they have some better quality of armor, and technically they would be like chainmail +1 or leather armor +1.
Yeah.
I
They're probably
need
asking
to
a
look
pretty
up.
penny for it, though, huh?
Mm.
chainmail.
Hmm.
Okay, so if you wanted a chainmail armor +1, you would have to pay at cost $750.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Cool. I'm all set then, assuming that we did go around and got bolts and everything.
I need something made for me.
Oops. I'm just
What's that?
looking.
Vrisdan pulls out that finger he cut off from the drow.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Don't forget
I
that.
don't even know
This-
what's gonna happen, but I'm so excited.
I need this made into a token for me of augury. I wish to read the future through these finger bones.
the.
I'm gonna look
So
for.
the role-playing spell I took was augury, and I need specially marked sticks,
Oh.
bones, or similar tokens worth at least 25 gold. Otherwise, I can't cast the spell.
Dude, that's so
And I
awesome.
figured, what better kind of bones than the ones I took?
How about you guys finding out that you need to have this made for your cleric companion?
Mhm.
You decide to go back and discuss with Durna Thuldark, the head of the merchant council that you met, and see if there's some way that they could help you get this crafted for you.
Okay.
And you find her, and she decides that the best way to go about it is to point you towards the southern part of the city, back towards where the church of Ladugor is. And amongst the buildings there, you find an enchanter, specially suited to making talismans and other such tools of magic. And once you're there, you inquire about it, and you discuss and haggle with the owner of the building to have your special finger crafted into a symbol of augury. And seeing as you had special recommendation from the head of the merchant council itself, they only charge you 125 gold to do this process, to infuse the bone with the magic needed to do what you want it to do.
125. That's cheap, man. What a deal.
125 gold?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just wait until I can find them somewhere else. I'll steal them from another cleric or something.
For real?
That's like half. That's like half of my money. Yeah,
Dude,
for-
I'll lend you the 125 gold. This is the coolest thing I've ever heard of. Here, add 125. I'm gonna subtract. Let's see. That's I'm at 205 now.
Okay.
Okay. And go ahead and label it as you wish, and include a description that it assists you in casting your spells.
Sure.
And just an explanation about why it's so much. You're in a city full of Durgar.
Oh.
Sure.
You should have had me go up there and ask him. I wouldn't have known what the hell I was saying. I'm like, something about seeing future finger.
I don't think I'll be able to find any like clothing upgrade for me here.
I mean, we could work something to help your monk. Just what kind of thing would you be looking for?
I don't know. I can't wear armor.
You said that so funny. I don't
I-
know.
I know. I've tried to
And they're
think
not
of stuff.
magicians, so like they're not really going to have any magic stuff. So I probably couldn't find anything really here anyway.
I mean, I've been
Not for a
trying to think.
reasonable price.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're in a city full of a war and infused city with backstabbing, very mean
Nasty
race.
individuals.
The only reason it was as cheap as 125 for that talisman was because you went through the head of the one of the councils. So, as for the special item, I've been trying to like think of stuff, but I don't know exactly how you want to move your character, what kind of stuff you want to have. But if you think of stuff, we can work on it.
I mean, as long as it's not considered like armor, I could wear anything. Wouldn't affect it negatively.
Or nothing at
Right.
all.
Like if you wanted some special effect, like if you wanted some special effect specifically, we could always make like a sash that would be wrapped around your arm or something.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea.
But we can think about that through DMs and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And after about like a couple hours of you guys shopping around, having this special item made for Vrisdan, you guys are ready to set tracks on your next little adventure.
Yeah. What do you guys think? It kind of sounds like the undead thing to the north isn't as urgent as the first time we were told about it. I'm kind of curious to go find this slave. And I guarantee you, if I do the talking, I will gum up the works. So somebody who's smarter than me would need to probably take the lead on that.
I'm not surprised you want to look for a slave. Some ugly undead or a sexy slave.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a coin flip in terms of which one I'd rather face.
Okay. So it sounds like we're going with
We're going to the
sword slave.
furrow.
Alrighty. You march back northward away from the church of Ludogor and eventually reach the bridges that span across Ludogor's furrow. And as you cross across to the main ramp that is used to access that bottom section of the city, you travel down and see this constant line of slaves being watched and monitored by overseers, the stone guard, and as you progress downward, it shifts from these special guards to just Darrow, just watching over them. And as you pass by, you see these mean glances from the Darrow, who you are intruding on their own special place, but they don't approach you and are hesitant to even actually look at you. And as you proceed downward, you notice that there is a very different aura than what you were experiencing up above. And as you proceed, you hear a loud cacophony of digging and menial work occurring as you proceed, until you finally reach the bottom of the ramp, and the procession of slaves have split apart from the main big one that goes up and down the ramp and goes throughout the rest of the furrow, each slave going to their own assigned tasks. And as you look around, you see that alongst the cavern wall that there are habitation zones, mostly for the slaves themselves that are managed by the Darrow. But here and there you see that there are also holdings for the Darrow themselves, seemingly in their low status in the city of the Duergar, are not treated much better than the slaves that they manage. And as you watch the rolling mass of slaves go about their tasks, trying to figure out which way they would lead to your sought destination, you call to mind what Urdag mentioned, and the dwarf is probably having to deal with actual digging of the cavern walls, and you specifically look out for dwarves that or slaves that have digging equipment such as pickaxes and sledgehammers or satchels for carrying the remnants of the walls that they dug through, and finding some of them moving in a fairly concentrated manner. You decide to follow those slaves, seeing if they could potentially find your dwarf for you.
Okay.
And as you sorry,
Nope, I'm just responding. Yeah, go ahead.
as you travel down the furrow itself, you see that, in fact, as you first assumed, this is very much the destitute location of the city if you were not in the slums themselves. The the slaves are more bedraggled than the ones up above, and the Darrow can barely be told apart from them, being just as dirty and just as worn down. And as you travel, following these specific slaves that you assume are for actually digging out minerals and ores, you start to hear the cacophony of the actual digging that is occurring down here. And let's see. Okay, so this is written out. So if you need me to stop to explain something or anything, just say so.
Okay.
As you all walk and get closer to the noise of pickaxes and sledgehammers impacting on the canyon walls are deafening, and with each passing of a worker as you progress leaves your ears ringing. And yet, as you proceed further and further down the furrow's length, avoiding the gazes of the Darrow, the noise seems to be overwhelmed. At first, you couldn't tell, but the impacts are being overridden by what seems to be laughter. A rolling, joyous ha ha is timed out by some worker ahead of you with each powerful strike. As you progress, you come to a minotaur of a color likened to the walls that it is attempting to carve. And you see around the minotaur's back what seems to be a dwarf in height, similar to a Durgar, and half the height of the minotaur itself. He is clearly the owner of this laughing voice, and once your view is unobstructed by the minotaur, even if his laughter fades into the background. His muscled back, unadorned by any shirt, is heavily muscled and tanned, showing a life of a dwarf who spent his hard work on the surface rather than the underground. Each swing tosses his rich, vibrant red hair, and each swing gives clear evidence of energy and strength held within his arms, well framed and characteristic to a dwarven constitution. After a few swings, you manage to take in more and see that the pickaxe that you didn't even realize he was using is handily making a miniature cavern along the wall, the dwarf very easily outstripping his companion workers in progress. Finally, seeming to be aware of some sixth sense of being watched, the dwarf stops and without pause turns and looks at you in a lithe and effortless turn. All noise that was receding halts, and before you, all you see is glory. The red hair that flows across his shoulders and across his face, a crimson veil that reveals a face long with laugh lines and general mirth. What hints of gray are in the roots of his hair does nothing to obscure the glint of youth that you see in his slate eyes. A beard that reaches down to his chest is somehow well kept in spite of his circumstances as a slave, and is of the same hue as the rest of his hair. From within this mass of masculinity, a smirk creaks at the corner of his mouth that naturally travels up his face, enhancing the glimmer in his eyes. And with the final coup de grace is affected upon you as his right eyebrow arcs high along his brow, and he addresses you. What ho, lovelies?
Wow. What a description. That was fantastic, Mike.
Thank you.
This guy sounds awesome. Okay. I said that somebody else has to take the lead here because Goji will just fuck it up. She's too dumb to know that this guy is a slave, or noteworthy because he's a dwarven slave, not because he's incredibly hot.
And here's the image that Pam so graciously shared with us.
Yep.
Which is the whole inspiration for the description.
Yep, that was pretty terrific.
Hail, friends! The name be Grobeg Herlinga of the Glittering Spires. Nice to see a trio of jolly friends in such a wonderful place. And as he says this, with a clear look at one of the Darrow overseers, seemingly as a jest.
This guy's in really high spirits for being a slave.
Right? Let's see here. Can I get a history roll from Futon?
Oh, does this guy know Futon? That'd be awesome.
1 sec. Not bad.
Futon, you recall the name Herlinga, and it seems to be in reference to your past with dwarves.
I shake his hand.
You
Actually,
shake his- What?
Do dwarves have their own greeting?
Good question.
Okay. Futon, you give the quote unquote dwarven greeting that was shown to you by the Herlingas, which is a straight out fist pump to each other's hands, and then a wave away shake of your hand.
So the dwarven traditional greeting is blowing it up?
Quote unquote, yes.
That's great.
And as you do this, Grobeg, like half a second, does the same thing behind you. Kind of like he doesn't know what you're doing, but he does it anyways. And all in a cheery mood. And as he finishes, the glimmer in his eye brightens. Ah, a fellow enthusiast. It's good to meet you, brother. Though brother of my race be you not.
Okay, Goji is going to open her stupid mouth because she's that dumb. She says, you seem really happy for being a slave.
Well, why wouldn't I be? This is a grand adventure. And, well, yeah. I suppose it would be odd now. Well, I'd be here, and he looks to the right and to the left, but he's clearly not worried. In secret.
What? Wait, what? You're a spy?
Sorry about that. Yeah, you see, there be troubles out west, with the drowlings and demons being all excited at their backs, while bothering me cousins in Galtogrim. So we figured, my pa and I did, since we went all the trouble to helping those grouses with their reclaiming, that I come out eastward and take a sniff at all the commotion. And what do you know? I get trounced quick like and find myself in the hands of bear grouses and the battle hammers.
I love this guy. He's awesome. Okay, and then how did you end up getting sold into slavery?
Wow, seeing as to how there's no better means to get information from these fellows, I let them lead me along to this here city, only to be dumped on these poor blighters. And he waves his hand toward the Darrow overseer behind you, who flinches. as some kind of prize to appease them from what these good old ears hear.
Hmm. Okay. I gotta remind myself, because it was like two sessions ago now that we first learned about this guy. We heard about him specifically because we were thinking about looking for a way back to the surface, right? And he was mentioned to us in that regard.
Yes.
Alaric, I think, mentioned him, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Goji looks at Futon and asks, like, is there any... You guys got catching up you want to do?
No, I'll ask.
Okay.
I'll ask how he's been, I guess.
How is what? I'm sorry.
How he's been.
Oh, I've been great, mate. I've just been digging away here. I mean, what better thing for a dwarf than to dig for dirt and gravel? And you seem like you've been well traveled in these wonderful tunnels.
Yep. Plenty to see around here.
I can imagine that, but certainly more than the measly dwarf slaves like I.
Slaves, plural? I thought you were the only one.
I'm the only one because I'm the only one that's needed.
Oh. Okay. So we got your name from or not even your name. We were told about you from someone named Alaric. Goji gets kind of conspiratorial and whispers quietly. We were told we could look you up if we were trying to find a way back to the surface.
I can see that. There might be a way. It's kind of the way that I got here, which it's not the most recommended. But then, what means is there in the Underdark? You see, there are many odd stirrings seems to be happening outside of Graxtool, and my Dorgar overlords seem to be equally inconvenienced by the drowlings and demons as they are by them. The rub is that there's something odd about it all. There just shouldn't be this many demons down here, especially like the one fella that I avoided on the way here.
You met a demon on the way here?
Oh, aye. There'd be one mean one in the labyrinth. And as he says this, the Minotaur who was working next to him jumps slightly and begins to dig with more alacrity.
Oh.
Do not worry about him. My friend here's just been jumpy since I first talked to him about it weeks ago. Seems to be some kind of demon that looked like an awful lot like him. And he does not appreciate the comparison. Anyway, here I be working away at all these wonderful repositories. And no way back.
No way back. Well,
Nah,
we weren't...
not so long as that blighter's there.
So we had to get rid of the demon first, huh? Okay. It's not something necessarily that we're going to do right away. We just wanted to know when we want to get back to the surface how we could do so.
Mm-hmm.
What direction would this demon be from, let's say we were going to leave the city? What direction would we go?
Well, the only route to go would be west. If you have means to go to Gauntlgrim with my cousins there.
Gauntlgrim? What's
The
that?
only other way... Oh, Gauntlgrim, you've never heard of it. That be the dwarven city of the Great North Dark. Once reclaimed by Brunor Ballerhammer, but now fell into destitute after the great besieging of the Beholder that once claimed it from him. Now it's just a city being fought over by my cousins, the drows, the demons, and elementals.
Fascinating.
But if you're trying to get down to that dwarven city and further onward to the surface, you will have to go to the west. Either going north or south of Graxtool and try to find some long way, or dealing with that old beastie in the labyrinth.
I don't mind
The
this.
only reason that I'm
Sorry, go
stuck
ahead.
here at the moment is that creature. really, not being too keen on testing old Sally here, and as he says that he pats his pickaxe, nor seeing if the sweet tones of me harp would do much to that bullish ferocity.
Okay. Just trying to think out loud here. So, just to clarify, the means to get above ground, you have to go through a labyrinth and fight a demon?
That's the way you would have to go for the shortest way.
Okay.
Only other way is to go north or south. Who knows what dangers there be that way, seeing as the door guard have locked down all other means to the west.
All right. Goji looks to Vrisdan and Futon and asks them, do you guys have any questions?
None from me.
No.
Well, Grow Beg, thank you for your time. And
Thank you, my friends.
if we get to this labyrinth and slay the demon, we'll come back and talk to you.
That'd be great if you could. If you do plan to head that ways, once you do, let me know. And I'm sure I'll be able to get my own way out of here afterwards. I'd be mighty grateful once you head towards Gronkville if you could let my father know that I'm well and coming back home.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Do you know where the labyrinth is?
Well, I'm assuming we go west?
Well, if you take the passage southwest past where the stone giants make their lair in this here Graxtol, you'll find a passage from where I was led to by my hosts.
Okay.
The labyrinth entrance passage be clear as day as can be if you travel 2 days from here. And the door guard patrols only go out a day from here in that direction, so you have not to worry about that. As for what you would find in there, I know not much past what the demon there is, though I'm sure there'd be other dangers since I managed to avoid some traps that were laid on the path I took.
Traps, okay. Something to keep in mind.
Aye. Well, and as I said, after that, you'll just be traveling on to Gauntagrim. And somehow, if you manage to avoid the Drowlings, the demons, and the elementals, and the Gorvins that are there, you'll eventually find the dwarves trying to retake the city. And once you do, seek out old Gerland, my pa. He be the head of the Herlinga clan, and should still be there. You just let him know I'll be along soon enough, and that you'll be wanting to get out of this wondrous work that is the Underdark. Sure as brimstone, he'll be happy to talk to the Battlehammers into letting you through the surface.
Okay. All right, thanks for your help.
Of course. Just let me know when you take care of that old beastie.
Will do.
Me and my pal here, he pats the Minotaur, will be happy to hear that he's gone.
Okay. All right. Goji turns to walk back the way that we came.
I'll play a quick tune on my bagpipe.
Oh.
And he gives this glowing smile, the first one you actually saw, of pure joy, and he finally understands at your mannerisms, and he beckons over to the Darrow overseer over behind you. He says, "Good old Grog, pass me along me old harp, and I'll cheer them on away." And as you all march away with your bagpipe going, he plays his harp, and no overseer turns to do anything about it. In fact, there's a cheer going down the canyon passage as all the other slaves rise up and cheer away at the playing of this seeming bard of a dwarf.
Wow. Everybody loves this guy. Even his slave masters.
And I assume you all march out of Vladimir's furrow.
Yep. Back to
with
the
new information.
Yes, new information. So I think the thing that Goji wants to ask our companions is, sounds like we have 3 things we could try to do, one of which is probably pretty far-fetched, and the one that seemed pretty far-fetched is trying to track down Alaric. She's got a 2-day head start, and we wouldn't know where to find her even if we had a really good tracker. The other would be go take care of the undead, and then turn that into Erdag, and then possibly we could go back to Durna and tell her that we did Alaric's 2 tasks. And then the third thing would be going and killing the demon in the labyrinth. What do we think we want to try to do next?
Carry on what we were already doing, I guess.
That be head for the undead? I think that's what we said we're going to do next. I feel like if we're going to march away from the city, we should finish the things that we could do at the city first. And at least then, after the undead thing is done, we'll go talk to Erdag, and then we can at least go back to Durna and say, hey, we did the 2 things that Alaric had for us, and then see what Durna says about that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Well then, from where we are, let's march northward in the city to whichever exit it was, or you said it was near the water, right?
Mm-hmm. There, if you look at the background image, there is a passage towards the northwest that you could take outside of the city towards your destination.
That's what we'll march towards then.
Then, considering the time, how about this be a good stopping point? And now we know what you guys do next time.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Works here.